the end, only one will remain to claim the second ever title of Ohio State's sole survivor. 83 days, 16 people, 1 survivor.
Come on in, guys. Right over here. Welcome to Survivor Time and Change, our honor to defend our second ever season of Survivor Time and Change.
Hi, I'm Alex. I am from Dayton. Okay, my major is nursing. My minor is integrative approaches to health and wellness. And my fun fact, my house is like a 5-minute drive from the Wright brothers' house.
I'm Alex Fester. I'm going to be a junior this year. My major is nursing and my minor is integrative approaches to health and wellness, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I think my friends and family see me as somebody who's fair, who's a hard worker and doesn't quit. I think they see me as someone who can be kind of spacey sometimes, someone who will always be there for them and someone who they can rely on. My strategy for the game is going to be able to be as honest as possible and only be deceptive when I absolutely have to be, which I think is going to be a little bit hard because I don't really like being that way, but I do kind of see it like I feel like I'm going to have to do it. So I really do think people should trust me, and hopefully they will trust me. Hopefully I can find some people I can trust too in the game. I think you catch more flies with honey rather than vinegar, so I'm going to try to make good connections with people.
Alex, I'm Marmira.
My life motto, my mom has always said it, and now I always say it too, the best is yet to come. I really like the optimism in that, and another one is to just go with the flow. I realize both my mottos are pretty cheesy, but it's okay. I wanted to do Survivor Time and Change because I think it's a really unique way to be involved on campus. Always been into like the challenge and adventure games and the TV shows like The Amazing Race and Survivor more recently. I haven't really watched much of it, but my lack of familiarity with the game could be a disadvantage. If other people have been watching Survivor like their whole lives, you know, all the ins and outs of the shows, and when it works, what doesn't work, that sort of thing. So I could definitely see that being a disadvantage for me.
Hello, you're Marmira. So, we want to give you guys some time to get to know each other, have some tribe bonding. So we're going to ask you guys we're going to set up some tables, we'll make a tribe banner, and then also a tribe cheer.
Kelly, Brett, Alex. Go.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell this.
Is there a preferred spelling? Except yellow.
Do we want to go down?
Oh, that'd be different.
Yeah.
Why will I be Ohio State's sole survivor? Because I can be emotionally intelligent when I really try. Hopefully that will let me know how to deal with people in their own different ways, and yeah, that is why.
Hey, you guys are working on the channel?
I agree.
I'm concerned about this channel.
Okay.
I'm really glad I got the tribe I'm in, Marmira. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll learn. And for like the banner making and the like chant creating, I think we all just got to know each other, started getting to know each other, and that was fun. So excited to see that energy in everybody, and I'm excited to be a part of that. Hopefully for a while. Hopefully I don't get voted off right away. Fingers crossed.
The one on the right in the red.
Oh, okay.
He looks like he could kill me.
Alright, we all set?
I'm just really excited to be a part of this. I don't really know what to expect, so I'm a little bit nervous. I'm pumped to meet some people and be a part of this and do the challenges, and I've always thought it would be super fun to be on like a show like that. And now here I am doing it, like the same challenges and stuff, so I really am excited and I'm looking forward to it.
We're ready. Survivors ready. Yeah. Go.
Make sure we angle a little bit better next time.
Wait, unclip. Yeah. 4 people stay on.
Mira, so we can figure out this part.
Mira has all their puzzle pieces. Mira thinks they've got something.
Yeah.
Go, Marmira. Go for the third.
After day one, but this is our first alliance. We were in the interview together, and I'm pretty sure we walked home together. Yeah.
Alright, I thought today was really great. I really liked meeting everyone on my team. When they started calling names for the different tribes, I was really hoping I would get picked for Maramira, so I'm glad that I made it on that team. Kelly and I were in the same interview group, and then we walked home that day, so I kind of already know her a little bit, I guess. I met her before, so I did kind of want to be on her team. Maybe we can form a little alliance. So when she got picked, I was like, oh yeah, now I really do want to be on Maramira, and hopefully we can make that happen.
I agree. The only one I'm a little bit concerned with is Stephanie of the females.
I agree.
Because she is, she's really vocal, but it's normally the opposite of what I'm thinking she says.
I felt the same way actually, so.
Hey, it's Maramira here, eating dinner at Panera, bonding, team tri bonding.
And celebrating because we don't have to go to travel.
Yes, Olapiri.
Sucks to be Olapiri.
That sucks.
I only trust my team members while I'm not there to step up and win this next one again.
I think we worked really well together the first one.
And I think Alex said that she was going to be gone for the challenge, so I guess we'll end up playing a person down.
Mira, there's 7 of you here, but because Allison couldn't come tonight, you guys have to sit out one more member, so it's an even 6-on-6.
All right. What's up, guys? So it's third challenge night?
Yep.
A couple hours before, and this is our first meeting here as a 4-person alliance.
We've all kind of talked about it separately in pieces, and this is the first time we've really brought it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally settled in that alliance before with me, Kelly, Simon, and Nick.
So we feel really good about this 4. We know for voting purposes we're going to need one more just to take majorities. But hopefully we don't have to vote again, and hopefully you don't switch our tribes because we're finally feeling
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's a risk.
finally feeling a little bit decent on our challenges.
Alliances and working together.
Yeah. Well, the good news is if we stay 4 strong,
That's true.
I promise I'm voting with this group.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in
I feel
with this one.
that's gonna be the way. If we really stick to that.
Well, as soon as we
not
get a 5th vote and knock somebody off, we have a majority.
I do think we should get a 5th person. I think we should watch performance in the challenge tonight.
I mentioned I
You guys have any
had mentioned maybe Ryan because I like the way he performs in the challenges.
Yeah.
And then we can figure out a target if we need to. But
Yeah.
We're all on the same page, it seems like. I really don't think, really hoping nobody's backstabbing any of us or secretly aligning with someone else more closely than what this 4 is, but I think we have a good core 4 here.
Simon and I had to convince Kelly she was safe. We go in there, we do that. Collateral damage is Alex. I like Alex. She's a really good competitor. And again, I feel really bad lying to Kelly's face. I don't really care who we go after personally, but I think we should have an idea of who, since he said the turnaround's going to be Thursday or Friday. I mean, we know it's nobody in this far unless somebody's lying through their teeth, which I don't think they would in this group setting.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good option to go for Brooke, but I think we should figure out who she's kind of with.
Yeah.
Well,
good?
Sounds good.
watch us kick ass in a challenge tonight.
Yeah, let's go.
You're done.
3 for 3.
Easier said than done.
Guys, they have a better strategy.
I'm here. Oh yeah. Nice to meet you. All 3.
Come on, guys.
Yes.
A better system next round.
Yeah. Everything just. All 3 of you need to be on. They're almost there for their first bag. Amira working very quickly for their second bag. Will they be able to catch up? Go back, Olapiri goes back! Maramira has a chance to catch up. Maramira has no second bag. What time?
Guys, for the exact net, hey.
Just bucket. Here we go. One more bucket.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I want Kelly and Alex to think that we're voting out Brooke.
Okay.
Actually, I don't really care what Alex thinks. I want Kelly to think that we're voting out Brooke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Good. Reveal. Take a look at where you are, and let's see what happens.
Welcome up here. Yeah, so you're the only
We don't
one
have the greatest track record.
But we're about to flip that around.
We forgot our chant after we kicked off the girl that knew our chant.
We're gonna switch it up anyway.
That's perfect.
Okay.
On the other side, Jake moving over to the other side, along with 5 original Maramira.
Ryan, Alex, Kelly.
The number of flagpoles in the center of the park in 3. Wins. Immunity. Sending Orla Peary, different tribe, same name. The tribal council.
Left a little bit earlier than the rest of us, so he's not
his
here.
own fault.
So I wonder what we're all thinking right now, right?
Moderately bold move when you're with all branding.
I don't know.
So right now we're thinking easy vote, Jake's out, get Nick again.
And
Maramira
strong.
part 2.
Hopefully we'll all, no, I know we'll all still be here next week,
Yes,
so
we will.
Yes.
see you guys next time.
See ya.
Holy wow, okay. So much just happened.
Yes, a lot.
A lot.
You guys are lucky we didn't start recording when we started talking because
You'd have 2 hours of footage.
Yeah. So we had an obvious choice. Like all of us were ex Maramira except Jake. So at first we were like, oh, let's just vote Jake off. It's an easy vote. It's fine. But then when I met with Spencer, we thought about it and he suggested, what if we save that vote for later because that's an easy vote off if we lose again and go for somebody who might be a better choice for now.
Obviously first thought is easy first vote Jake, but then we start thinking easy second vote Jake, amazing blindside Brooke.
Yeah. We thought the biggest threat would probably be Brooke. So we don't, I still don't know who she's meeting with or anything like that. So now it's gonna be me, Ryan, Kelly, and Spencer in a group of 4. So
Alex and Kelly have been working together and we called Kelly and Kelly's in on it, and Ryan and I are pretty close. No matter who Brooke votes for, no matter who Jake votes for, we can get Brooke out. Ryan and I have to decide if we're going to work with Nick and Jake to vote Kelly or Alex out.
yeah, so hopefully everything turns out well with this vote and Brooke is gonna be voted out, and it's really sad. I still don't want to vote anybody out, but I guess that's just what happens.
This is what I wanted to do. This is the game I wanted to play. I wanted, oh.
I'm kind of back and forth on how that meeting went, but the one with Alex I think went really well. So, I'm definitely getting good vibes from you. You seem like one of the more genuine people on the Maramira team as a general and as on our new thing. I can definitely tell that you're playing this game with some integrity.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also getting good vibes from you. I appreciate your openness, and I feel like you're also being genuine and honest. And I do definitely see the advantage of keeping you.
I thought we were having a really good a good connection, potentially could work together for a while. We both valued trust in this game. I definitely don't want to be pushing a specific person or anything. If there's someone that you guys feel more comfortable sending home, I'm good with whoever. I just really appreciate that you guys are at least attempting something, which I really appreciate because after the challenge.
Give you a shot. I don't just want to write you off.
And I appreciate that.
I can imagine how you feel right now. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to stir the pot too much.
Right.
But if me and Spencer think that way, and other people are still on the fence, then there'll probably be a nice, healthy debate.
Yeah, well, which is nice. As long as there's a little bit of question, I'm
yeah.
just to attempt, try me out.
Yeah.
As long as it's not me and I got a group, I'm good. That's been my motto. Not me and a group. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to Kelly and Alex, and we're voting Ryan out. And then meeting with Jake and telling him either to vote Ryan or Brooke, because Jake really trusts me, and I want this to go my way. And
Hi everyone. The rest of you, your first time at Tribal Council, welcome. So with that, I'd like the 5 Ultimar Mira members to please come up to this table. And each of you approach a candle. Candle. Going to ignite your candle. Give each of you fire. As long as you have fire, you are still in this game. When your fire is out, so are you. With that, you guys can all go take a seat at the bench. At the end of this game, you have to get people to vote for you out of respect and the trust or the alliances that you build with them. So going to tribal isn't necessarily a bad thing. Then Alex, are you thinking about long-term or short-term with this vote then?
With this vote, I still think it's a healthy blend of both, but I am thinking, like, after this week, I'm definitely one long.
So I love asking this question at everyone's first tribal council. Who is legitimately nervous that this could be their last night in the game? 5 of you. 5 of you are wrong. 1 of you is right. That, Kelly, go on to vote. I will go tally. First vote. Ms. Brooke. The 4th person voted out. Survivor time and change. Spencer. Spencer, that's 3. Knight, that is enough. Grab your stuff, grab your torch. I told you, I don't like boring games. We made it a little bit interesting. If I look at people's faces, some people surprised. 5 and Nick moving forward. With that, you guys can head on out.
right there and like hearing us. And I just saw him get great.
They're in the same class together.
They're both I didn't know Greg was.
Yeah.
By the way.
You do? I don't know who voted for me. It might have been either Brooke or Alex. I don't think it was Spencer either, so I think it was either Brooke or Alex who voted for me.
See, I kind of, once he said, like, he was going to tell me to put his name down, I was like, well.
Spencer was gunning for you.
What?
So much better
I
the
thought
first
I
time.
trusted Spencer.
Reaction.
Like I was telling him, I was like, yeah, man, I trust you. Like I thought he was gonna be good, but I guess not.
Right, the one vote for you
I
is
saw
from
my
friends.
I saw my name and instantly like my head was like.
And then
shit,
my
I'm
name
being
was
blindsided.
from
This
you,
might be
right?
sick. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So
I was like,
we
that's
knew,
just
we
Ryan.
were
That's
trying to
just
figure out
Ryan.
going in.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you would believe us. Like if we came, we weren't going to tell you because we knew you were already voting Spencer.
Yeah.
So you were already
Like the less you know, like the less you have to like.
You were already helping.
And we were like, what if like he does go to Spencer and it's like
We didn't. We knew you guys. That was like a strong alliance.
No, if
so we were
if
very
you guys
afraid.
came to me and were like, yo, Spencer's trying to vote you out, I'd be like, well, who wants to vote Spencer?
Clearly.
One big red flag for me too was like I knew that you were his closest alliance, so it was like if he's willing to just instantly flip like that
Yeah.
on you without even any suggestion, like it was his idea, then like I can't really trust him.
I thought it was weird he didn't want to meet he didn't want to meet as a big group because when he said that, he's like, let's vote for it. I was like, well, why not the 4 of us all get together and like even have Jake too, like might as well just make it a 5-1 vote. He goes, no. And we're like,
I knew as soon as he was reaching his bag because I gave him the paint earlier. Oh, that's why he asked for the paint.
Why?
because he thought you were
I was going home.
shit!
Holy shit. That's kind of crazy. that backfired on him hard.
Oh. But Spencer, honestly, we do love you.
We love you, Spencer.
We're sorry. We love you so much as a
friends
person.
still.
You have
so
to hang
nice.
out with us still.
I have fun, like so much fun with you. Like you're such a friendly guy.
And the best Snapchatter.
And I like your Scooby-Doo photo case.
I do. That's so cool.
All right. Well, about to go eat some food, and we're gonna go win our next challenge.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, with that, we'll get started on this random draw. Alex? Orla Puri, once again, red chip, you were swapping tribes. White chip, you were staying on Orla Puri. Reveal. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Ryan has the red chip for Orla Puri. Ryan, step up with me. We got Alex, Stephanie, Nick, and Jake. Blindfolded?
Girls, left.
Team 2,
90
right.
degrees.
Team
More
1,
left.
keep
Yep,
straight.
go straight. You're right. There you go. Keep going.
Your end
Girls,
back.
the cone is like
Straight.
a foot to your right.
Team 2.
Yep, right down there.
Alex and Stephanie
Girls,
working
straight
well
back.
together.
Good job. Yep,
Team 2.
go. Go straight. Up.
Team
The
2,
bag is
back
a
up.
foot to
Take
your right.
steps.
A foot to your right. Keep going straight. The veer to the
Alex
right.
and
Yeah,
Stephanie
perfect.
have the third
Girls,
set.
stop. You're in running. Yep. Right. Keep going straight. You're gonna find the table. Yep, go. Yep,
Orla
yep.
Puri,
Stop.
3.
Puri going to your right, like 4 feet. It's in the corner.
What's he missing? Oh.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep one back.
Boys,
Keep
go
one back.
Go straight. Go straight. Good hustle. Good hustle. Right there. There's the table.
Place
Yes,
it on
go.
my bags, Orla Puri. Orla Puri wins it! It's over. The Orla Puri curse is over. Orla Puri, safe from this week's Tribal Council.
Hello, friends. Hello. How good to be back. You guys are nice.
Yeah, you were in a rough spot.
I was in the minority over there, so I was sweating a little. So good to be back.
You can take one for the team. That's not really pissed if you guys lose. No, 2, 3.
Go! You're untying that first meter stick. Alex and Greg up first. Working on that first knot. Alex threw one knot. Damn it. Greg is struggling. Both of them. Slow and steady. Greg unties one. Ryan up second. Alex still working on the first. Alex has got it. Go. We've got a good system going. Alex needs to reach. She dumps. She gets it. Well, here we go.
Got it, go. Let's go.
Here we go.
We're on this side.
They're solving their puzzle. Both tribes working on the puzzle. Orla Puri, to solve the puzzle. Orla Puri, yes. Orla Puri blowing a huge lead on the puzzle.
Guys, I'm so sorry about this one. I'm so proud.
Congrats on winning immunity once again. Can we get it?
So I'm really glad we won today, of course. It's a relief, as always. I think we worked really well together again. I think we had a couple like minor setbacks like at the beginning, but we figured it out. I think we worked really well together doing the puzzle. Like, I think we all as a tribe contributed to that. They know what it's like to lose and have to strategize a ton, and we don't, and going into the merge, that might be a bit of a disadvantage for us. But favorite moments so far in Survivor Time and Change, I have to say was when we won the first challenge. It was definitely more of a commitment than I thought it would be. I knew it was going to be a big commitment, but I didn't know how invested I would really get. Like, Survivor is on my mind like every day, which I'm fine with. I'm having an awesome time. I've never enjoyed a student org more than I've enjoyed Survivor.
At the very top of this hierarchy, we have Nick.
You see he's under Key because he is the key player in this entire game.
Yes. So Nick controls these other people, Kelly, Greg. So then off of Kelly, Kelly controls Alex and Brooke.
Yeah. All right, we got 2 pages here. Welcome to Final 10. Woo! All right. Enclosed within this envelope is a map. As a collective group, you will navigate campus from the location to your next location of the day. During this trek, we admonish you to remember that as you move towards your destination, you should be observant of your surroundings.
However, for now, you may begin on your task. Congratulations.
So how do we want to explain this?
No, it says Greg will be arriving soon to discuss the next steps.
All right.
Upon that note that you guys saw, nowhere in it did it say the word merch.
Same in the second one. We noticed.
I'm sure you noticed. It said Final 10. That's not a lie. But we have one more challenge today. You guys will be splitting back up into your original tribes for one more challenge.
Don't want to go to tribal and vote one of you guys out on that. Like that's.
Final time, tribal immunity will be back up for grabs. Who's up for Olapiri? Alex.
Go, Alex.
Oh wait.
We'll start from the top of the hill for a spot in the final 9. Survivors ready? Go!
Go, Alex. Come on, Alex. You got this. There you go.
Nice. Start flipping hers. Flip hers. Keep it up, Autumn. You're doing good.
Got it, Alex.
Get the one under the section.
2, 1, hands off. Majority of white. That's a point for Maramira.
Yes.
1, 0.
You're doing well. Let's go. You got this. You got a point.
By 1. It's another point for Maramira. 2 to 0. At the end of 3 rounds, it's 2 to 0. Maramira, Ryan, Allison, Royal Period. Got Alex, Jake. Round number 7 is 3 to 1. Maramira in the lead. Survivors ready? Go!
They run into each other. Yeah.
Flip as many as you can over there. Flip as many as you can.
Got it.
1, hands up. Another point for Maramira. That makes it 4 to 1. Maramira is in the lead. We're going to send 2 out once again. Maramira, we have Allison and Ryan against Alex and Jake. This could be another game point for Maramira. Survivors ready? Go!
Let's go. Follow. Just follow, Jake. You got it. Keep flipping. Knock him.
3, 2, 1, stop! It's another point for all the period. It's 4, 3.
Good job, Steph.
With that, it's 5 points for Immunity! Let's score 5, 3. The period. You guys will be attending tribal council immediately following this challenge, in which one of you will become in 10th place and will not be making the merge. With that, we're going to walk over to tribal council in just a second here and we'll get that going, all right?
I said that if we didn't merge, then I would want to vote Stephanie out. And I would like to vote Stephanie out. She's the #1 person I would like to see go on our own tribe.
So we were thinking Stephanie, feel confident working with Brooke and Alex and myself, but that's not a majority, especially with idols.
I'm gonna go to Brooke and Alex and be like, look, Kelly has told me multiple times she's controlling you. She thinks she's controlling our whole tribe. Been interested to see how it goes, though. I have no idea how the votes are going to fall tonight, and
So definitely it's down to 3.
I see a fun reaction from Mr. Miller over there.
Well, I don't want to be left out. Everyone else know what's going on.
There's definitely a lot less time to prepare, obviously. I think it's just kind of a little bit scarier because you're not really sure. I don't know. It could be anyone. I'm freaking out.
Right.
I think with Spencer, it was really hectic. Like, I think we all mentioned we switched our vote 4 times that day. Like, we woke up thinking we were voting for one person and it just continually changed. I think this vote carries a lot of weight primarily because we know we're merging. We know the next step in the game. It's right in front of us. So not only do we not have enough time, but this impacts how we play the rest of our season more so than any other vote because we're now individuals after we get through tonight.
So Alex, you had that stress. I'm sorry to interrupt. You had that stress upon you last time. And you look over here and these four are just enjoying the show. What would you give to be over there with those four?
I would give a lot. You guys have been through a lot though, so I mean, enjoy the ride over there. But yeah, I just want some pretzels. I just want to be here right now. This is stressful. This is the worst that I've felt all season, or most stressed that I've felt all season.
People who have been here before, I have people who haven't been here before. And I have Jake who's a little veteran, but Jake, as a former member, hello, as a former member of the Royal Fury Tribe coming over with 5 Maramira.
Right now, Nick. I feel very overwhelmed. I mean, my thing to me is, like I said, I honestly have been since the beginning looking for some people to trust. So the more people extend that trust to me, the more I'm liable to reciprocate that. So this scares me, obviously. This is not pleasant to look at. But if they keep me around, I can get over it. I'll be fine.
So then Nick, look at him and be like, we're 5 Maramira, let's get him out. But there's so much more weight in this vote.
Yeah.
And you gotta hear out what he's saying, whether you agree with him or not. What are your thoughts on all that? When you found out that it wasn't, were you surprised? Were you not so surprised? You knew something was up?
I think with this game you have to expect the unexpected, and since the idea that all of us were thinking it was going to be a merge let me know something was going to happen. Wasn't expecting this, wasn't exactly prepared for this. Most of my conversations this week for strategy were about who I would take out.
We have no reason to let these whispers continue.
No, I'm ready to vote. Let's go.
Are we ready to vote?
Let's do it.
Alright, so, give me 1 second.
So much stress.
That being said, the whispers stop now. Alex, it is time to vote.
This is the move right now. We're under pressure.
Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote is Kelly. Steph. It's 1 vote Kelly. 1 vote Stephanie. Nick. It's 1 vote Kelly. 1 vote Stephanie. 1 vote Nick. Nick. It's 2 votes Nick. The 7th person voted out. Let's try for time and change. You're on to defend. Is Nick. Nick, I'm sorry. It's 3 tonight. That is enough. What happened? Grab your torch. Welcome to the merge. You guys can draw on your white buffs and head on out.
Brooke told me in Tribal that Kelly found an idle clue and Nick pretty much ratted it out to Stephanie, and that's why Kelly was really gunning for Nick in Tribal. Big adjustment, exciting adjustment. We're Wamo 2 Rara now. It's kind of funny that it means 10, but we immediately voted somebody out, so now we have 9. But I mean, hey, at least I wasn't the one voted out, right? I wish there was a going home, but I can't escape the reality that is Ohio State or Survivor for a few more weeks.
Proposed that 6 to us, and then he went home. And I think Stephanie was trying to do some damage control because she immediately called a meeting with the remaining 5.
Brooke, myself, and Alex, and then throwing him and Ryan into the mix. I like that idea.
If you have Brooke and Alex with you, and me and Ryan, if he doesn't bring me in, give us 5.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. Shake on it. On camera.
I like that. That's fine. This is what you are playing for. This is the immunity necklace. Let's go look at that. Final 9 for the first ever time of individual immunity is up for grabs. Survivors ready. Go! Kelly filling up hers. Jake's got some in his mouth. Alex has some in her mouth. Alex soaking wet. You guys are gonna be tired. Come Sunday at Tribal Council, you're gonna be glad you did this. Working on it coming back. Ryan coming back. Jake, Kelly, and Alex working on their cups. Autumn filling her 5th and final cup. Alex working on her puzzle. Alex in the lead. 3x3 puzzle. We should go 15 or tops down and that. Alex trying to figure it out. Autumn coming back with a lot of water. Alex stopped on the puzzle. Jake, Alex, Autumn, and Greg all working on the puzzle. Greg does not have it. Go! Yeah! Keep opening the door for Jake, Alex, and Autumn. Jake does not have it. Go! Autumn wins! Individual immunity! Autumn, come on up.
Hello, Survivor. I just need to vent about this challenge real quick. I am soaking wet from head to toe. My shoes, my nice new red shoes are now completely soaked. I can probably wring my socks out in front of you. Just let me try. Just. Yep, there we go. That was intense.
I feel like my next hair. Yeah. I didn't even got shoes, honestly.
This is the first time in the season I've been angry during a challenge. Usually I'm pretty happy during them, but I won the physical part of the challenge by kind of a lot. I was like, okay, super excited to do the puzzle. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna win, it's gonna be fine. And I feel really stupid now. I should have figured that out a lot faster, but hopefully it's just not me going home.
There was one time I couldn't breathe while I was holding water, and I just like slowly spit it all out as I was going for it. I was like, I'm surprisingly not sick. I've been like sick this whole time with like a stupid cold.
We're all gonna
Wow,
get
you're about
sick
to get
from that
everyone's
because,
yeah.
I tried to stay in like the same bucket every single time.
I
So
did.
stay clean.
Mine is easy because I
Fucking
did
up
it.
my- Yeah.
3 people not here are Brooke, Alex, and Kelly.
So what's everyone thinking?
So Brooke, Alex, and Kelly.
Votes on Kelly, 3 votes on Alex, and then on the revote, we can all either vote for Kelly if she doesn't play it, or Alex if she does.
You know, who of the 3 girls, Brooke, Kelly, and Alex, would we want to take out? You know, Steph kind of brought up the idea of Kelly or Alex, and of course me, I overthink things too much and thought, oh, we've got the numbers to do a split, let's do a split. They had pretty much just pitched those 2, Alex is with them, and then me and Ryan, so I was like, alright, that's a majority.
Alright, so it's game day, and by game day we mean Survivor, because we're always in the game, but also regular game day.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. So game day brunch, both Survivor and Ohio State football. We're about to play Maryland and watch Greg get crowned homecoming king.
Aww. Good luck, Greg. We love you.
Good luck, Survivor fan. Okay.
It's our first tribal council post-merge, and me, Alex, Kelly, Greg, and Ryan all voting for Stephanie.
You guys went with Greg. We did.
Damn it, we liked him. We tried not to.
We tried, but we like him.
We're a big fan.
Yes.
Always like gotten good vibes from him, even though like never really knew him, so like definitely didn't trust him and definitely saw him as a threat. But now I think that working together with him is like a really, really good decision.
I'm super excited to work with them. They're all great, like, as humans outside of Survivor. Like, I think we're definitely going to all hang out and be friends. Super excited to, like, work with an alliance of people I actually enjoy hanging out with and enjoy talking to.
So here's kind of the way we see things playing out. So if we rock with this 5-person alliance, which includes the 3 of us, Ryan and Greg, we're thinking Stephanie, as a group, we've come together and we like that idea. Greg was super on board with it because he hasn't been her biggest fan, especially since she took out her biggest alliance in the game, her first ever tribal council visit.
It's gonna work. I'm feeling like I'm getting comfortable, like,
yeah,
which is like a bad thing to do, but like.
Ryan and Greg seem like they're really on board with our plan and going for Stephanie this week. There's a possibility that everybody could flip and they, like Greg and Ryan, really are on the other side and Jake is somehow with them. I don't know, like Autumn too and Allison. But I'm just really hoping that's not happening and that we can vote Stephanie out this week. I know Kelly will be really excited about it, and me and Brooke are too, honestly. Like,
I'm really gonna be sad to see her go. I know we really bonded throughout the past 41 days, so I'm gonna be sad. But I'm so glad she'll be a part of the jury, so I know I can count on one vote if I make it to the end. Unbelievably sassy. I hope they put. Oh my gosh! Cheers to Stephanie. To Stephanie.
all I have is like my trust in my alliances, which I do trust. I really do feel strongly about Brooke and Kelly, but you never really know. And like with everybody else, don't know if I can really trust them yet because we haven't had a vote together. So hopefully today's vote goes well.
To quote Kanye West, there's 1,000 yous, there's only one of me. Use me as a vote, use me as a number, because it is an individual game.
Transitioning between groups of people that you want to work with on a week-to-week basis. So there's a lot of moving pieces at play. So Alex, looking at these 9, do you think that this group will be playing within moving alliances from week to week, or do you think that there is a core that wants to move through and just annihilate the rest of them?
I think it kind of depends on how tonight goes, how the vote goes. Seeing if I can like rely on the people that I'm planning on voting with tonight. But I can see it heading that way. It's still hard to tell. We're still early on in the merge. But I really am hoping that I can trust that I can reinforce the trust that I have in the people that I trust.
It is time to vote.
I'm still a little salty that the 3 of you think that you can't work with me for some reason. Hopefully this plan works and one of the 3 of you go home.
Alex, I'm writing your name down because we're trying to flesh out the possible idol Kelly might have. Hopefully we vote and get out Kelly. I hope it's not me. Kelly, I don't know what you ever had against me, but you were too sketch looking for the idol, and so I don't trust you. So I hope you don't.
You're gonna go home tonight. I'm just really hoping it's you and not me going home tonight.
Want me to run? I would look at the votes. Okay. Guys, if anyone has an immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out, we ask them to drop council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Ms. Kelly. Alex. Alex. Stephanie. 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 Alex. Kelly. One vote left. Kelly, we have a 3-way tie. Alex, Stephanie, Kelly, from here on out, you 3 will not be able to vote.
Alex, I'm so sorry, but I'd rather Kelly stay than you, but obviously I have no idea how everyone else is voting now, and you and Kelly can't vote. So if I vote for Stephanie, it's going to be the only one.
Stephanie, Kelly, I'll read the votes. The first vote. Alex. Kelly. One vote Kelly. One vote Alex. The 8th person voted out of subscriber time and change, and the first member of our jury is Kelly. Kelly, you have to grab a torch. This vote may have gone your way, maybe not. I think you should all be proud of making it 50% of the way through this game.
It's a long way to go. So, got an exciting couple weeks coming up for you guys. That being said, get your stuff. I don't know.
Hello.
So after that wacky tribal council, so wow, what a tribal council. That did not go as planned. But I'm still in the game, I'm still here, so at least there's that. My top alliance was just voted out, Kelly, so feeling a little bit lost. But I just met with Jake. He reached out to me immediately after tribal council and said he wanted to meet and like explain to me everything.
So I just wanted to say, like, right off the bat, nowhere did I like ever want it to be you tonight. Like, what we were trying to do, and you kind of already seen it, is like we were trying to split the vote in case someone had an idol, and then we'd go for the target, which is Kelly.
Alex, please don't hate me. I really want to work with you. I just can't work with Kelly. I just can't do it.
Yeah. The whole time I was like doing all my stuff, I was like, please Alex, don't hate me. I don't want to see you going home tonight. Don't do this. Please don't go home. So I'm sorry I couldn't tell you.
It's all good. I definitely understand that part of it. And I'm really not surprised about what happened. As soon as there was a three-way split, I was like, okay, they're trying to draw out an idol, and they're probably going to vote for Kelly because she's a bigger threat, but it still could be me. So I was just like kind of sitting there like nervous the whole time. In a totally game mindset, having Kelly voted out probably puts a little bit less of a target on my back, but I do, like, I don't know, she's my closest alliance. Like, I don't know, I really like Kelly, so I'm just like super sad to see her go.
But I definitely like wanted to reach out so fast because I was like, I want Alex to know, like, I'm still like wanting to work with her. Like, I still trust her, honestly, a lot more than many of the people I was working with in that 6. Like, I was like, please don't hate me for this. So
still sad we couldn't get Stephanie out. I don't trust her. I don't know who to trust at this point. I'm still kind of putting my trust in Jake. I do appreciate that he reached out to me. But because of him, I also do know for a fact that Brooke wrote my name down because after, like, the second vote was unanimous vote for Kelly.
So we all were unanimous in putting Kelly's name down. So, like, the Alex vote had to be from Brooke because none of us, like, wanted you to go home over Kelly. So, like, Brooke was the one who put your name down. So, like, I mean, I think that's also good for you to know. Just, like, if you're losing an alliance member, it shows you, like, maybe you weren't their number one. Like, maybe Kelly and Brooke were closer than you and her. So, like, I just think that was...
So, my thought is that I know she's closer with Kelly than me. Like, they're closer than me and Brooke are. So I'm thinking she was trying to swing the vote towards me because she would rather have Kelly stay in than me.
Honestly, I know, like, this is probably just sounding like a crap excuse because I voted off one of your alliance members, but, like, getting rid of Kelly honestly takes the target even more off your back.
Yeah.
You're more open to make connections with different people, and the game's going to shift around. I'm hoping we can storm through it together, but like I said, and you said, we'll reach out. We'll look out for each other.
Yeah. I'm going to cautiously trust now. I don't think I can 100% trust anybody for the rest of the game. Hello.
What's up?
So, post-tribal council meeting here.
Yeah, I wasn't like trying to shun you and vote out Kelly. It was just more of a, hey, like, we all see that she's a big threat, especially with the 3, because we all felt that the 3 of you would kind of vote the same way.
Like, I played the I'm underneath Kelly card, like, a little too hard, which in the end, like, it's, like, for this vote, at least it was a good thing, because, like, Kelly was a bigger threat. So, like, you guys got rid of her instead of me, but, like, now I can really, like, play my own game.
Yeah, and then definitely from, like, my own personal gain from that vote was that I just kind of felt like it would be much easier to work with you or Brooke after Kelly was gone, because I felt like you guys would be a little more open to hearing different sides of things and things like that.
And I'm glad that from the conversation I had with Alex, it seems like she's very open to working with me still, which is definitely something that I was scared about. I really do trust her. Like, the conversation we had yesterday was like a very, very good conversation where I was just like, hey, here's what happened, here's why we did it. I hope you understand and we can work together in the future. And she definitely seemed very, very open to trying to get a relationship with me.
I'm sure as like the week progresses and you meet with like more people you've never met before, like you'll gain some more clarity on where you want to head.
I have worked with Jake before, so like I'll probably reach out to him and I'll probably reach out to Greg because like I mean, I know you guys are working together, and like maybe I could work with you after the
Yeah.
challenge. Like, who knows? But like,
At this point, I don't know really who to trust. I mean, besides Alex.
I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think you and Alex are viewed as like on the bottom.
We're gonna hand out surveys to each one of you, and you guys will fill those out, right? We'll collate the results, and then we're gonna tally up who has answered the most times for each question. We'll then congregate back together, and you guys will, as a group, answer who you believe the group believed was the best answer for that question. If you get it correct, you'll have the opportunity to give someone a strike. Cool, let's get that started. Who do you believe is the least relevant player remaining in the game? I'm going to ask you guys to reveal. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Everybody says Alex except for Brooke. Brooke says Allison. Correct answer is Alex. All of you got it right except for Brooke. We're going to come up one by one. First person is Alex. Alex, come on up. Show your relevance here.
I knew I was gonna have to do this first, so like.
Do it.
Do it. My irrelevance is showing. Okay.
No!
Just no, this is. I'm sorry.
That's all. Next for Greg.
This
Greg got
decision
this.
is mine.
Make some mind, right? This is strike to Alex. No problem.
Sorry.
That being said, at the end of one round, everybody except for Allison has their first strike. Moving on, who out of the final 8 would you trust with your life? Allison, Alex, Autumn, Greg, Ryan, and Ryan. We got a lot of answers. 2 of you are correct. The correct answer was Ryan. Greg and Brooke got it correct. Autumn gives a second strike to Alex. Brooke.
So that means no one can strike her out.
No one can strike Brooke out this round. Strike to Autumn. Autumn is good.
Take it personally, I'm just trying to even out the board.
Alex can strike to Jake. Ryan, you're up. Do that. Autumn gives a strike to Alex. Alex with 3. Jake, you're up. Jake gives a 4th strike to Alex. Which player do you believe needs to reevaluate how they're playing this game if they legitimately want to win? Reveal. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Alex. Allison with Jake. Autumn. 5th strike to Alex.
Oh, I don't make a decision.
I think I'll see my
There's 1 strike to Greg. Which player do you believe is the biggest threat remaining for challenges? As you guys reveal. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Ryan, Greg, Ryan. Which player do you believe should have gone home weeks ago? Alex, Allison, Alex. Everybody says Alex except for Autumn. Autumn? I think you got it right.
No.
We did. Autumn's the only one who got it correct. Correct answer was Allison. Autumn, come up. Autumn knocks out Alex. Alex with 6 strikes. What player out of the remaining 8 is being overlooked? Is correct. Ask you guys to reveal. 3, 2, 1. Reveal. Autumn, Jake, and Steph. 2 of you got it correct. Safe. And next week's Drop and Console.
when people said I was the most irrelevant, I was like very unsurprised. I could see that coming. I even voted for myself for that one. Like, I hope I can change that. I've started reaching out to more people and definitely was way too passive before the merge. Clearly, that is being picked up on by everybody, you know. Like, nobody wants to be the person who's the least irrelevant, but people are right, my strategy sucks, so here I am trying to improve it.
Hey, so this worked out well. Yeah. Like, is everyone else done, or are more people gonna show up?
So far, I've met with Brooke and accidentally Greg. So while we were meeting, Greg walked by and we were like, oh, hey, Greg, want to come over and meet with us? And so he kind of like jumped in on our conversation.
Congratulations. Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Brooke and I basically confirmed that we had received the same information from people who had reached out to us last week about what happened at Tribal Council last time. So that was good to know, at least like they told both of us, that that group came together just to vote Kelly out, and they're not like a power six or something like that. But still, I think it would be easy for them to all like bond together and vote one of us out.
That was, yeah, it wasn't really an attack on you guys. Like, we weren't like, okay, let's get Kelly and then Brooke and then Alex, or Kelly and Alex and Brooke, you know. So yeah, it's certainly not a solid 6 still. I think everybody was solid with Kelly.
So I talked to Brooke about who we were going to vote out, and I told her Stephanie. I do still see her as like the least loyal person in this game, and as somebody that I don't really see myself working with. So
Same, and you know, she got voted out pretty early on in this challenge, so other people don't want her to win, you know, besides not wanting me to win. She would be my vote.
So I kind of like confirmed that with Brooke, and like Greg was there too, so that's all he's heard from me so far about who I would like to vote out. But really, I think the better move this week would be to vote out Brooke. I don't really trust Brooke that much anymore. She wrote my name down. I'm still not completely sure why. I don't know if I should call her out on it or not, and I think that there wouldn't be like a lot of opposition to bringing her name up. Still gotta think about that some more and see where like the gameplay goes from here.
If you guys want to think about that, like, let me know either tomorrow or after the break, like whenever you guys kind of decide, like for sure. Because like I agree that Steph, like if we're throwing out playing Steph, like if we had a bunch of Steph.
I think that Stephanie, she probably has like her radar up because she knows that we voted for her last week. So if she even catches like a sense that we might be trying to do the same thing, she's totally gonna like flip that on us. And I think that she has stronger connections with some of the people than me or Brooke do, and it would be easier for her to convince them to vote one of us out instead of her. So I think Brooke is the move for this week. I just think that would be like the most strategic move, at least for me right now. So hopefully we have like a nice simple vote. Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. But
So hey, me and Alex here.
Hello.
For this vote, like, have you got a chance to talk to anyone really, or has it kind of been like no time?
I was talking to Brooke, but like on accident when Brooke and I were talking, like Greg walked by. So like we had him like come talk to us. We were talking about it, and like Stephanie's name was brought up.
Okay.
But I definitely need to get in contact with Greg again because I kind of want to go for Brooke to vote out this week. I just think that there's not going to be a lot of opposition to a vote for Brooke. And like she did put my name down, so I don't really trust her. That's just kind of like my initial thought after the challenge.
Okay, and no, I think that's smart.
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna be talking to some people who I think I can trust in this 6. I'm gonna do all I can to where it's not you this week.
So my conversation with Alex went well. I think it's good to see her playing this game. Going after Brooke's a smart move. It's not like a huge move or anything, but I mean, she's doing good. Good for her.
I think a threat needs to be taken out at 7, and I don't want it to be me. If
Me, Greg, Ryan, Allison, and Alex all stay strong and are on board with voting out Steph.
So we were thinking us 5, you, me, Greg, Allison, and Brian all vote Stephanie. And I think the only way we would end up going home is if literally everyone's playing us. Yeah.
basically, the game is in full swing. Brooke, like I think she's comfortable. Like we met last night. She seems pretty confident about this plan about voting Stephanie out, which is kind of exactly where I want her. And I even told her like that would be like my personal choice would be to vote Stephanie out of the game right now. But in terms of strategy, I don't think that's the best move. I think right off the bat, I knew that voting Brooke out would be the best move. And so far, from when I've talked to people, they think so as well. Like my thought was either like Stephanie or Brooke to go home this week, and I think Brooke would be like a better option.
Yeah, it would definitely be a more strategic move to like just go for Brooke because like nobody would be in opposition to that, and like
so I'm glad that I kind of like made that decision early on to hopefully go with Brooke if other people were down for it. I think this is the best decision right now just because for one, it just keeps the target off my back because the last tribal council is obviously a grouping of me and Brooke versus them because we were the ones in the dark. In my mind, if that group was to kind of like hold themselves together, will it be me or Brooke this week? But I really just want to keep it off me as much as possible this week. Why not just go for Brooke? I feel like this is a well thought out plan. Everyone's in on it.
We end up putting 5 votes on Brooke, 3 votes on Steph.
We'll have however many votes on Brooke, and then I think like 3 votes on Stephanie, just in case she has the advantage or something like that.
Okay.
And, like,
She wrote my name down. I don't really trust her that much anymore. Yeah, we're like kind of close, but I was definitely closer with Kelly, and she was definitely closer with Kelly, and we weren't as close with each other. So, and I think now is like the time of the game to, I don't know, start like reaching out to more people, which I have.
From what I can tell, it's not you. Like, I haven't heard anyone say your name, so that's really good.
Looking forward to this tribal council to see if this plan is really going to play out, if I'm really getting told the right information, and hopefully it's not me getting voted out today.
Hi everybody, welcome back. How was everyone's break?
It's relaxing.
With that, let's talk about the decision you made last week. We'll now bring in the first member of your jury. Kelly, come on in. I won. Did I not celebrate? So, let's get right down to it. Greg, not only was this week interesting that you had a little break too, but just others. Yeah. You walk away from Unity. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the harsher statements first. So, hi Alex. How are you?
I'm doing well.
We start this challenge off with a very harsh question. We ask who is the least relevant player remaining in the final 8, and everybody, except for one person, I don't even know who it was, Brooke, everybody, yourself included, voted for you. So what did that feel like to have that label thrust upon you?
I was really unsurprised. I knew the answer right away. Well, even when I was filling out the form, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an easy one because I know it's me. But I hope this week I've stepped it up a little bit and proved that I can be a player in this game. I don't know.
Greg is the only one you cannot vote for. With that being said, Brooke, you are up first.
Last week my vote for you was serious. This week my vote for you is not a real vote. It's just in case. Brooke, you wrote my name down last week. I didn't get the chance to write your name down this week, but tonight is your night.
First vote. Stephanie. 2 votes Stephanie. 3 votes Stephanie. Brooke. 3 votes Brooke. 3 votes Stephanie. Brooke. It's 4 votes Brooke. 3 votes Stephanie. 1 vote left. If this is a vote for Stephanie, we have a tie. The 9th person voted out of Survivor Time and Change, and the second member of our jury, Brooke. I'm sorry. Grab the torch down to the nitty-gritty of this game. It's 30 days, and the game gets only harder. That being said, you guys can grab your stuff. Head on up.
So I definitely want to meet with at least Alex tomorrow, so I can say I have a proposed alliance for us.
I met with Stephanie right before this last vote. I told her everything that was going on. She knew that you were putting your name down. She knew that I was putting your name down. She knew it was not of our own accord. Yeah. She and I both came to the conclusion that we should try to make a group of 4 for when we get to 7.
It's been an interesting day. I met with Jake earlier, and pretty much the ideal thing that could have possibly happened because I've been thinking about how it's really time to start finding a group again or forming a group, because now's the time people are going to start talking about Final 4, Final 3, who they want to take all the way with them. So when Jake approached me today with a plan, it was just kind of ideal.
I'm close to you, I'm close to Stephanie, and I'm close to Autumn.
So I met with Alex today. It went great. Every meeting with Alex feels great. She seemed really on board to go with the plan, and I filled her in on my relationships.
And so we agreed on that's a good 4, we trust that 4.
I'm feeling really good about this alliance of 4. I think it has potential to be really great. I told her, I was I don't think people know how much we trust each other.
So you can meet with them obviously to reassure, but that's a 4 that could be Final 4. And I trust you more than anyone else, so
yes,
I would honestly be fine taking you to the end.
Yeah.
I don't want to
I am of course wary of Stephanie, and I do think she could possibly flip, but I also think that she knows that she's not Ryan's closest alliance anymore. It's kind of Ryan and Greg. They have all the power in the game right now, as evidenced by the last tribal council, where they pretty much had their say, regardless of whether I agreed with whether I wanted that decision to happen or not, which I did, but it still just shows how powerful they really are. So it'd be great to see one of them go home this week.
I agree that Stephanie's kind of a wild card right now. I think she will go with us this week because she understands how the game is turning and how all the power is with Greg and Ryan.
I also told Alex how Autumn and I have been working with Stephanie, let her know, like, Stephanie needs to think she's in control, and that's the safest way to make it happen, is to act like we're number ones. Like, I think she might throw us under the bus, but I think a way we can prevent that is just making her feel like she's in control and making all the decisions. Something you need to do, I think, is like really make sure that she feels like you're one of her number, like, high up there, like you could be her number one.
So where's your head at and your thoughts and everything that happened?
Okay. Also wanted to clear the air again because I had to put your name down, but I was like strong-handed into doing that basically because I did want Brooke out. Sure, like lo and behold, Ryan came in with a plan, like this entire thing that him and Greg had worked out, and I'm just like, okay. I'm sorry that you had your name written down. Like I know that's very stressful.
Like how I'm seeing it, like right now, like I see Greg, Brian, and Allison as a strong 3.
Yeah, and they
then you meet Jake and Autumn, who like don't have that like strong thing going on like they do. So for my game plan in my head, I'm thinking the 4 of us build something really, really strong.
I'm so glad you just said that.
No, I think it's good because from what I hear, Greg wants to get Ryan out at 7 and Ryan wants to get Greg out at 7. They're going to be running to the 4 of us.
Yeah, and we can just like go with whatever they're saying.
And we can decide what we want to do and like which one we want to get out.
And hopefully one of the stronger threats will go home.
If Greg wins, we'll probably maybe try to go for Ryan. If Ryan wins, maybe try and go for Greg. But hopefully neither of them win and we have options.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
And I'm not talking about that chicken from Moana. Me and Autumn have been doing for a little while. Kind of how we've been doing for a little while too, and how you and Stephanie have been, like, everyone's kind of like, this alliance is perfectly under wraps. People don't think you guys are close. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
The main 3. Like, I want Stephanie to think like the main 3 is me or Autumn. She might think like you're her closest ally. We need a nickname. We'll nickname in the works. I don't know why.
The Misfits earlier.
The Misfits.
That could work.
Yeah, we got
You're on the island of misfits.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not in the mood for small talk. I'm here to win, Alex.
Almost halfway done with this first stage.
Sorry, Alex is a nurse. If one of us dies, Alex legally has to also let go.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to last first minute.
It's great.
I'll take it, Gregory.
You want it, Jake?
Can I?
Nice cold mashed potato scoop. Enjoy your time over there. Transition to the next stage. Go. 5, 4. It's getting cold. Tired. Alex looks like she's showing off with one hand. Either that or she's just trying to rest it.
It's the rest.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna. You want it? Just no. Just think, after this round, 25 minutes. You will have been in this round. Alright. 2, 1. And we're gonna stay here until someone wins immunity. Arms above your head. I have a proposition. A deal. Yes. Really nice endurance challenge, and I think 2, 1.
Your face should be parallel to the fence. Alex, straight. Fence.
Alex out of this challenge.
Oh my god, my back. I feel scared to
We're
bend
down to
over.
3.
Oh, thank god.
Congratulations on winning your second individual immunity.
Hello.
Basically, I just came from meeting with Ryan. Basically, his whole point of talking to me was like, I know I can get Stephanie, and then he said he thinks he can get me. Like, just, he said I'm basically like, I just have to pick a side. And then he was like, I just want to know, should I try to pull in Jake or Alex? And he was leaning towards Alex.
They have no idea, like, any of us are really connected. Like, I think that this group right here would be, like, honestly fun.
This is the first time I've been semi-excited for a tribal. I'm not that nervous this week, which could be a bad thing, but so far from everything I've heard from everybody, it's going to be between Ryan and Greg, which is exciting because we have the opportunity to take out one of the most powerful players in the game this week.
I just want to see one of them. It's just most important to me that one of them is
Yeah.
Yeah. An opportunity is presenting itself for us to get one of them out. Why would we not?
I think even Greg and Ryan know that they're going for each other. The fact that they know This makes me a little bit nervous because whatever they have, if they have anything, they will play it. And if they both play something, me, Jake, Autumn, and Stephanie, I'm working with her, weird. If that happens, then we would just all vote for Allison.
Well, I was gonna say, regardless if Greg has an idol or Ryan has an idol, like if one of them plays it, obviously the other will go home. If either of them have the envelope, and if it's like a steal a vote or block a vote, that won't matter. The only key thing is if they both have idols, which is a rare possibility, then we can just revote and I'll vote for Allison.
I don't really enjoy working with Stephanie. I don't know. I just don't trust her. I do think she could be taking all the information we're saying and bringing it to Ryan. But I mean, we're working together for now. Me and Jake and Autumn met all three together, and we really want Stephanie to think that she is running this group, because that's gonna let us trust her a little bit more, because why would she like mess things up with her own group that she's trying to run? It's awesome that 4 could be a majority now at this point. Like, that's really cool. Nobody really knows about it, hopefully, fingers crossed, unless Stephanie's telling Ryan and then Ryan will be telling Greg and Greg will be telling Allison, and you know. But hopefully this can kind of go undetected, but that's in a perfect world, and that's never gonna happen. We will just see.
Super quiet. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling okay. I mean, this is the first time I've ever been a tiny bit excited to come to trial because it has been fun to see the things. I like whether you guys want. I know who I'm voting for, and just trying not to freak out, I guess.
We had a fun discussion. I don't know where it broke up, but it broke up at some point. So, unless you guys have anything else that you want to say, Alex, it's time to vote. Go ahead. Alright, guys. I will do the votes. If anybody has an intermediate idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Greg. 1 vote Ryan. 1 vote Greg. Ryan. 2 votes Ryan. Greg. That's 2 votes Ryan. 2 votes Greg. Greg. That's 3 votes Greg. 2 votes Ryan. And the 10th person voted out of Survivor Time and Change, the 3rd member of our jury, is Greg. Greg, I'm sorry. Greg, your torch. Let's talk about the future. 4 more of you will be joining the jury. And based on tonight's vote, I don't think anybody knows how this is going to end. So, with that being said, you guys can grab your stuff. Go ahead on out.
I think I'm the first person to ever write your name down at Tribal, so that's kind of an honor. I like you. I'm sorry that we have to do this. There was a decision to be made, and unfortunately you were on the wrong side of that decision, so...
So here I am after being blindsided.
Final 6 though.
Final 6?
Yeah, I mean,
focus on the positive notes.
So after that vote, I definitely felt like, oh wow, nobody trusts me, nobody's gonna want to work with me, now I'm a threat. But Autumn came up to me right after and talked to me, and now you guys reaching out to me makes me feel a lot better. And I understand. Yeah.
But moving forward, I do think I have enough of a connection with Jake and Alex and Autumn, and they all genuinely seemed upset that they had to lie to me, and they seemed very not embarrassed, but unsure, and they seemed sad that they had to lie.
Right now, I'm not putting your name down this week.
Thank
I want to work with you long term.
I trust both of you.
I trust you so much.
Yeah.
It was really just great. That was a big question mark on my mind.
Yeah. Thank you for reaching out
You
to
don't
me.
have to thank us. That makes me feel guilty. That makes me feel.
I need to
say thank you. We're trying to say sorry.
Yeah, I mean, but I would just from my side, I was panicked, and I'm like, oh well, at least people still want to work with me.
I talked with Jake and Allison just to tell Allison hey, I still trust her, I want to work with her, and I'm really sorry that we had to blindside her like that. Part of me does regret not telling her, and I did reach out to her again to meet individually, just because I really wanted to continue to build that trust.
Favorite non-survivor watching Survivor contestants here.
Woo! Somehow we've made it to Final 6.
And we talked things out, and we just think that we would like to see Ryan or Stephanie go this week.
In the last Tribal, when me and Greg got called out as a couple, to quote Taylor Swift, I didn't want to be a part of that narrative. I didn't want to be pulled into that, but now that's gone. And this is the only sort of couple there is. Like, yeah.
We might still meet the four of us, Stephanie, Jake, me, and Autumn. We'll see. That hasn't really come up yet after tribal council. So we'll see if that was just like temporary or if we're really gonna make that last, because we talked about a final four, but I know that me, Jake, and Autumn don't really want to work with Stephanie that much. At least I know I definitely don't. I really don't think Jake does, and Autumn has expressed that to me as well. Like, I don't know if she's just saying it, but I really just would rather not work with Stephanie, especially because Ryan's still in the game. Ideally, me, Jake, Autumn, and Allison could work together because, yeah, I think at least I know me and Allison would like to see Ryan or Stephanie go this week.
You, me, Jake, or Autumn, hopefully. That's a majority. That's 2/3 of the people in the challenge. Hopefully, it'll go in the way of the odds, and one of us will win.
Yeah.
If not,
if it doesn't, I'm not too worried because we could
Just
get
pick
out.
the other.
Yeah. So after meeting with Autumn and Alex, and then Alex and Jake right after the vote, I definitely am feeling better about my position within the game.
So, today's challenge is based off of a challenge that's typically done on the show Big Brother, called OTEF, that basically combines musical chairs and hide and seek. Bring me the number of the day in which two tribes became one. On my go, find that answer, bring it back up to me in the front. Survivors ready? Go! You're looking for a number.
Stephanie, Alex, Jake, looking for that last number. Alex brings one. You're correct. Alex has it.
Find me the name of the final 8 player that was the majority's answer, the least. With that, you're looking for a name, and on that, survivors ready? Go!
Incorrect. Correct. Jake has it. There's one answer left. Allison and Alex. I'm gonna make this easy for you. You're both in the right place. It's upstairs. Alex has one. Allison looks lost.
No, you give up, Allison.
Alex shows Brooke. That's correct. Allison is eliminated from this challenge.
2 contestants took charge of this reading. Find the name of the first, and you'll stay.
It's me up here. Alex has it immediately. Alex is correct.
Please bring me the words that won you the no. And if not, from this challenge, you'll fall. I'm looking for a piece of paper with 3 answers on it.
Incorrect.
I'm sorry.
There are only 2 correct answers. Alex coming back. Incorrect. Alex coming back. Incorrect.
I have something to tell them. Look upstairs.
Alex, you gotta push him. You gotta push him down, Alex, if you want to win.
Alex and Ryan. Looking for 1 piece of paper. That would really suck. Alex running back with something.
Please let this be it.
Carmen, Ohio State Brutus Buckeye is correct. Alex has it correct. Ryan is out of this challenge.
That was never the host of a challenge and is the answer that will win you this race.
Alex looking down, Jake going up. Alex coming back. It's incorrect. Alex coming down with another answer. Try our luck again.
You're gonna just have to check.
Jennings Hall is correct. With that, Alex wins. Individual immunity.
I really didn't think that was right, but I was
Jake.
pleasantly surprised. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake.
So, Alex, congratulations on winning individual immunity. Guaranteed spot in the final 5. Will not be going home this week. For the rest of the 5 of you, 1 of you will become the 4th member of the jury and the 11th person voted out of this game.
So obviously I'm really happy. I'm really surprised that I won. I honestly didn't anticipate really ever winning a challenge.
I did pretty well. I got 2nd place and I lost to Alex. I really can't ask for much more.
you know, I'm glad it was like me and Jake at the end because like I'm closest to Jake right now in the game, so.
You know, she's a very nice girl, and she felt bad that she won, and I just wanted to, you know, just give her a little smack and say, no, you deserved it. You beat me. You did well.
I'm happy that I can feel safe even though it's only for 2 days, but I guess we'll just see where we go from here.
I'm really happy that you won.
Thanks,
I'm very proud.
So I was wondering if you still wanted to do the 4 because like it hasn't been brought up since tribals.
So when I walked home with Alex, she said that she wants the 4 of us to stay strong. And the 4 is me, Jake, Autumn, and Alex. I love that group of 4, and I think that's a really solid group. And I know Jake and Autumn both feel the same way, that these next 2 weeks are going to be Ryan and Allison. So I think
Comfortable voting out Ryan then within these next couple weeks? Because,
oh, of course. I know it was brought up at Tribal that like I'm a pair with him, but honestly I think I have him in my pocket and he'll vote the way like I tell him to vote. I'm with the 4 way before I am with Ryan. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay.
I had a meeting with Alex today. Congrats on the big win.
Well, thank you.
I was
Congratulations
happy.
on a close second place.
That's very patronizing. That's very patronizing of you to say. Yeah, I wanted to be really fast to see what you were thinking so we could kind of figure out what we were trying, like what agenda we were trying to push.
My choice personally would be to take Ryan or Stephanie out this week.
Okay.
And I see Ryan as more of a threat, so like,
So,
why not?
right. The one thing that does concern me is that I think Allison is the one with the advantage, like,
Yeah.
but I don't know exactly what it is, but like, basically the end time would be 5.
Mhm.
So, I think if we do go Ryan this week, we have to wait a week to go Allison.
Yeah.
For the meeting, I was kind of leaning more towards Allison because that's how everyone else was feeling. As the time went on, I even openly asked her, I was like, look, if it comes down to like a final 4 of you, me, Autumn, and Allison, like, would you vote out Allison? So I guess just what worries me a little bit, like, I just want to make sure, like, if we do take Allison to 4, like, it's still going to be us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
And she said, yeah, I trust you more than anybody. So hopefully she sticks true to that and I can trust what she's saying. I think I can. I'm definitely fine with Ryan. That was like my one hesitation. I was like, I don't think, like, I'm not saying you would flip on me, but like, I don't want like things to get all jostled up. But I'm fine
No, I understand.
if we go Ryan, Stephanie, Allison, that works for me.
And then Autumn. We'll see.
Um,
It'd be so cool if we were final 2. That'd
I would
be
love
sweet.
And I guess I also promised her I'd take her to the 2nd spot. And if I had to choose between her and Autumn, I was thinking earlier in the past I would take Autumn, but now I'm thinking I would take Alex, and not even from like a strategy standpoint, just from the fact that I like her, and if someone else other than myself deserves a chance to win, I think she does. She's a nice person. So, I don't know, but
It has been around. I've discussed it with people for the sake of discussion.
Yeah.
You know, after my conversation with Autumn, I really think Allison's the better way to go because of the possible advantage that everyone thinks she may have.
And just from like a strategic standpoint, I think Allison has a better shot of winning this game. So that would just like eliminate a threat in the future that we would end up having.
Okay, so just a few hours until Tribal. Had a few interesting meetings so far. Jake and Allison are definitely both on the side for Ryan, but when I met with Autumn yesterday, she really wanted to vote Allison out. So there's still like up in the air tension, like Allison, Ryan, what are we gonna do, that sort of thing. But of course, when I met with Ryan, he knew his name was being mentioned.
I know my name's out there, and I know Allison's name out there, and like I trust people to say they're gonna vote Allison, but it's just if my name's out there is the biggest threat, why isn't Autumn's name out there as the biggest threat?
Ryan, he came to me with an idea to vote Autumn out.
Since the merge, she sneakily stayed like behind the scenes, but also very like in every vote, so she knew what was going to happen every vote.
I agree.
Before the merge, she played the idol. That was probably the biggest move in this game.
Yeah.
So just like if she keeps showing out the way she is, she's going to have such a strong resume that when she gets to the end, like I don't know anyone who doesn't like her.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of thinking like, why hasn't Autumn's name really come up yet? Like, she's a really strong player, and this is a week of opportunity that we could probably get her out. but I've been working with her so closely that I just like, didn't really consider doing that this week, especially since there's so much like, oh, Allison or Ryan this week.
Allison will probably be putting your name down if
Yeah,
not
and
Steph,
if we think-
and then Autumn will be putting Allison.
Yeah, so if we think about it, we only need 3.
But I would really like to vote Autumn out now, especially after my meeting with Ryan. If Jake is willing to go along with it, I want to vote with Jake. And I think if me, Ryan, and Jake vote for Autumn, it should work out because Steph will be voting Ryan or Allison, probably Ryan. Allison will be voting for Ryan. Autumn will be voting for Allison. So hopefully that offsets it enough that there's a 3-2-1 and 3 on Autumn. And so she goes home.
I talked to Alex, and she said she wouldn't want to talk to you about it, but if people get on board, she's down.
I met up with Alex, and I think that she was on board with it.
So the big update, obviously Ryan is now pitching this idea of getting Autumn out. So I just kind of wanted to see what you were feeling about it. Because honestly, it is a viable option for this week.
I was also wondering why no one else had brought her name up because she's won half of the challenges so far. Like, she's obviously a threat. I think, like, Ryan said that if she were to go to the end with anybody, like, she would probably win, which I agree with.
So I met with her, and she's definitely getting weird vibes from Autumn, which I understand. I really don't know who I would side with if they decide to go against each other. I've been fairly loyal to them both, but Alex doesn't seem to be down for the final 3 of us anymore, so it's like, if that's going to happen, you're going to force me to choose between my 2 children. So what am I going to do? I don't know.
I don't know. I just think he's, like, his idea for Autumn is obviously, like, a good option. Like, we are honestly considering it. So, like, that tells me, like, how smart of a player he is. Like, but, like you were saying, if you're not feeling comfortable with Autumn, like, that's fine. Like, as long as I've got you to the end, I'm cool.
Same, like, as long as we're voting together,
Yeah.
then I think it's gonna work out.
Still not completely sure who I'm gonna vote for. I would like to vote for Autumn now at this point, but it's a tough decision. Like, I thought this was gonna be a little bit more of an easy week for me just because I have immunity this week, so I'm not worried about getting voted out, but I'm worried about maintaining connections with the right people now. If people are definitely just set in stone on Ryan, like especially if Jake is just like really certain about Ryan, then I'm willing to go for Ryan this week. Thought it was gonna be easier than this, but it's definitely an interesting one, and we'll see what goes down in Tribal today.
One person who I know is pretty damn happy she's not going home. Alex, let's talk about the challenge real quick, because you're wearing immunity tonight. So talk me through that whole feeling of not having to worry tonight.
I'm gonna stop you there, Greg.
Yes.
So, obviously, I was lied to last week by people that I thought I trusted. So, I'd like to play the advantage for myself tonight to basically protect myself from being voted out and to see if I can really trust the people that I thought I could last.
This is a dark buff that is symbolic of what is called the invisibility advantage. Allison will not participate in tonight's tribal council. She will be safe from the vote. She will not have a vote. We've had questions all week, the last couple weeks really, about what is this advantage?
When you played it right after Greg asked me that question, I was like, oh, maybe it's like stealing unity from somebody. And I was like, I don't want to get my unity. But yeah, so I'm glad it's finally out, I guess, because that's been like a big question.
Now let's talk through winning immunity today, because when you won immunity on Tuesday night, you were very surprised. I feel like you didn't expect yourself to win it. So let's talk through that challenge and having won it.
Honestly, like, I never really anticipated winning the challenge. So, I don't know, it felt really good to win. I thought I would feel a lot more relaxed than I did these last couple days. I thought I was gonna, like, oh, sit back and take it easy, which, like, yeah, I know I'm not gonna get voted out, but, like, you still have to, you know, play the game and, like, make the right decision on who you're gonna send home and all that stuff, so.
Then Jake, let's talk about you coming second place in this challenge. Alex beats you. Were you upset? Did you not really think you needed it this week?
I mean, there's always going to be a part of me that's upset. You never know what's going to happen, so I definitely wanted the necklace. I mean, I think Alex handled her win very graciously. I don't necessarily have a target on her back in my mind right now at this point, and so whatever. It's fine.
Alex, you cannot get any votes, but you are first to vote. So, Alex, one vote. Steph. Autumn. One vote Steph. One vote Autumn. Ryan. Ryan. The 11th person voted out for after time and change, and the 4th member of our jury is Ryan. Ryan, I'm sorry. Autumn, Jake, Stephanie, Alex, Nelson. Welcome to Final 5. You guys have made it pretty damn far. There's still a lot more game to be played. Tonight you guys voted off the 4th member of the jury. 3 more of you will be joining them. You'll be able to decide who wins this game. It's one of you 5. I'm really excited to find out who it is. With that being said, you guys can head on out.
Looking for big plays socially rather than just sitting back. So like right now I see Autumn and Jake kind of in the lead right now, at least in my eyes. Hopefully it's a good final 2.
Feeling good.
And I hope you know that I'm trying to be like
Yeah, no. Did you tell Greg that you had it?
He actually gave it to me because.
And you say you're not a power couple. Why didn't he use it?
Because I guess trust everybody enough.
Well, tell me.
I know.
That was a good tribal council. I was glad to see Ryan go home. As sad as it is now, as we're like watching people go, like I think it was a good move. I think it was the right move for this week. Going forward, Autumn is definitely on my radar. Steph is on my radar. Those are kind of like the 2 right now that I'm thinking. I really like working with Jake, he's my closest alliance right now, and I do really like working with Allison. I want to be with Allison soon because I do feel like, especially what she said in tribal, and especially her reasoning for playing the advantage, like you definitely want to just like keep that connection with her strong and really kind of make up for that, like what all happened last week. I want to like have her know that she can trust me, and maybe that'll be a final 3. Hopefully that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Greg won it?
Yeah.
How did he win it?
By being the most visible and touchy subject.
Hello. So we're really close to the challenge. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to be like meeting with people after the challenge, so like just so we're keeping each other in the loop of like what's going on. Like I still want to go final 2 with you, so talk to me whoever you want, say whatever you need to say, but I trust you and I think you trust me, so.
Yeah, same with you. Just met with Jake. I'm glad that Jake and I are just like reaffirming, like we want to go final 2. He told me about some meetings he was going to have this week. I told him about some that I'm going to have this week.
Also, if you guys don't know this, Alex has a sock interest.
Oh.
So I wore my horses today, which is of the
so
same.
Nice. Sock game strong.
Sock game strong. I think we should be in the Socks Alliance or something. I don't know, something stupid like that.
I'm down.
We're gonna knock your socks off. Okay, so the challenge is about to start. I definitely want me or Alex to win. And even Allison I'd be okay with, even Autumn I'd be okay with. I guess at the end of the day, I just don't want Stephanie to win because she's definitely a good scapegoat. Who do you think we should push for this week?
I would push for either Stephanie or Autumn.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with going for either.
Okay.
But at this point, I'm kind of thinking Stephanie.
Stephanie or Autumn is fine with me. I met with Alex. It went really well. Every time I talk to her, I always feel better and better about the fact that it might be us final 2. So I'm excited about that. She seems to feel like Autumn is a threat. Obviously, we're about to meet with Allison.
I think if she thinks that we're closer with her than we are with each other, Allison, that's gonna be like a good thing for us, especially when we final 3 with her. And then we met with Allison, and it went really well.
Here we are, all looking good.
Showing some Buckeye pride today.
Go Bucks!
We beat Penn State this weekend, so by 1 point. That was a pretty big game.
That's right, Allison. Say it loud and proud.
I wanted to play it just to make sure that like we're all on the same board.
Right.
On the same board. On board. Right after I, spilled the beans that Greg gave me the advantage, Autumn was kind of like, oh, haha, well, you don't have the idol, do you? Like, jokingly, and like, oh, no. But I do. I know I'm gonna make it to Final 4.
And I just want to apologize because I think what I said came out so much more douchier than I meant it to. Like in my head, I was just trying to say no, I want to work with you. But I think Stephanie was thinking about putting her name down anyway. So
that's stupid. I wouldn't want to waste
right,
this.
Greg.
What
you learned from Greg.
I don't want to beat Greg round 2.
Baby.
Pre-ritual.
I just ate a lot of Waffle House. Disclaimer. So if this challenge involves running, you guys might see some Waffle House come back up.
If Stephanie doesn't win, I want to keep pushing the Steph plan. She's the person I'm working with least closely right now. I've already written her name down twice. Once was to get her out, the other one was to not. Hopefully this week, 3rd time's a charm. I think we're all on the same board for voting out Stephanie this week, and if Stephanie wins, I'm voting out Autumn. Yep, that's it for now.
But yeah, so I'm happy with this 3. Hopefully one of us wins this challenge, and now we gotta go record really fast and run to Knowlton.
Once again, individual immunity is back up for grabs. Survivors ready? Go! Taking that marble, slowly. 2 hands on, don't touch anything but the handle. One hand on the way up. Autumn, you're good. Gotta go back where you came. Allison drops again. Alex does her second. Allison down for her second. Turning curve. 2 hands on the way down, 1 on the way up. Definitely in the lead. Alex going back up. Stephanie doing very well in this challenge. Alex has her third. Stephanie going back on the floor. Jake just pass her up. Jake almost has his fifth. Alex drops back up. First station you'd like. 3 Autumn with her third. Allison with her fourth. Alex with hers.
Oh, Greg check.
Correct, move on. That's correct. Jake wins individual immunity. Jake, guaranteed a spot in the Final Four. For the girls, one of you will become the 5th member of the jury.
So I'm super happy with the results of the challenge. Really happy Jake won. If it wasn't me, I'd have it be Jake. If not Jake, I'd have it be Allison. So, and bottom line, we just didn't want Stephanie to win this one. Things are looking really up in terms of being able to vote out Stephanie this week. I think that so far everybody's on board with voting out Steph. Like, that's what I've heard from Allison and from Jake. And I've been told that Autumn is on board for Steph. Like, hopefully that's not a lie or anything, but I really think everybody is on board. So if we can make this a straightforward vote, that would just be awesome.
Autumn or I could get 1 vote from Allison, maybe 2 from Alex, depending on if she flips. But hopefully the vote will either be like 3-2 or 4-1.
Yeah, we've got the vote tomorrow, and obviously Stephanie doesn't really have a connection to anybody, and nobody really wants to work with her.
Everyone's on the same page, and the vote is tomorrow. Like, it's just, I feel like it's just a good option that makes sense. I'm so glad this is the last chance you can play idols. I don't know, I haven't really gotten a vibe from anybody like possibly having an idol. Like, maybe it's out there, maybe it went home, I don't really know. But like the thing is, I like our plan now, so I don't feel like comfortable with it. Like, Jake's safe, and then you and me, like, I feel like we're pretty safe, but all of us are gonna bounce down.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't think
Okay, about 40 minutes out from Tribal. This is when, like, you really start to get nervous, because, like, you can plan all you want, but anything can happen.
We're pretty much just here
to Tribal,
right.
yeah.
We're pretty much just here to confirm. We're
Yeah,
on the same
we
page.
could have done it over text, but we're not allowed to do that.
We're not rule breakers.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that the Steph plan is really going to work. I really do think that I can trust Jake, and he would tell me if my name was coming up, hopefully. Same goes for Autumn. I'm really hoping that it really is Steph going home today. Yeah, so everybody's down with Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of us really think she has an idol. I still want to stay in Autumn's good graces for a little while longer. I would rather see Stephanie go home than her. We haven't really worked together that much. Like, I did write her name down intending to vote her out once, and I wrote her name down as a just in case thing when we voted Brooke out. So I really don't think I'd have Steph's vote anyway, so I feel pretty comfortable voting her out this week.
I don't think Steph has anything,
Yeah.
so I really don't feel like we have to split her vote.
Just kind of sitting here paranoid a little bit, really hoping that our plan goes through. Thinking ahead, which I don't like doing too much because then all my hopes would be dashed if I were to go home tonight. But ideally, Jake or I would win the next challenge. But as long as Autumn doesn't win, it's fine with me. I would really like to see her go next week. Hopefully I get to that point. We'll see what happens tonight.
But if she seems nervous, then that's good. Because it means she doesn't have it.
Alex, you also in that challenge, you did okay, right? But you also lost. So talk me through your nerves as well. Are you coming in tonight? Do you think it could be you?
There's a 25% chance that I go home tonight, 1 in 4. That's like pretty big. But the lower numbers you get, the higher the chances that you go home because there's just not a lot of people left to vote out. So I mean, of course I'm nervous. Like you're always going to be. I'm just really hoping I can trust the people that I trust this week. I really think I can, and it's not so much about challenges and all that stuff right now. It's a lot about who wants to do it.
It's time to vote. Jake, you're up.
Third time I've written your name down. Third time's a charm. Hoping it's you and not me tonight, since for some reason I'm like ultra paranoid right now.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol you would like to play it, tonight is the final night that you can do so. Once votes are read, the decision is final. Just put it out. He has to drop an alto area. I'll read the votes. First vote. Stephanie. Stephanie. 2 votes, Stephanie. Allison. 2 votes, Stephanie. 1 vote, Allison. Allison. 2 votes, Allison. 2 votes, Stephanie. 1 vote left. The 12th person voted out as driver time and change. And the 5th member of our jury, Allison. Allison, I'm sorry. I have to grab your torch. One of the 4 of you is the winner of the 2nd ever season of Survivor Time and Change. We've got a lot to figure out in these next 15 days. Alright? Grab your guys' stuff, head on out.
This is your Final Four, a deeply entangled group that came together at a critical time during the merge, and intentional or not, has somehow stumbled their way into the finale. First, there is Alex Fester, a junior nursing student from Dayton, Ohio, whose sudden climb to power during the merge has been nothing short of impressive. Despite being labeled as the season's least relevant player during touchy subjects, Alex has been able to quietly maneuver her way throughout some of the most turbulent portions of the game. She played a crucial role in 2 of the most rattling votes of the pre-merge, and has somehow managed to stay off most everyone's radar despite having 1 individual immunity and being the last surviving member of one of the game's most notable trios. After losing her closest ally Kelly at Final 9, Alex managed to reassimilate herself amongst the other 7, and connected with Jake. She was able to subtly help take out Brooke and was a deciding factor in eliminating both Greg and Ryan. However, going into Final 4, Alex's allegiance to Allison has landed her on the wrong side of the vote, and it's no secret that she definitely has her work cut out for her if she is to rebound and pull off the win.
Alex, how goes it? A little off, I guess. Now Stephanie knows I hate her. I don't hate her.
No, I don't think she thinks that at all. I think
Okay.
she just thinks. My main thing was the fact that like she wasn't talking to me about in-game stuff. I felt so bad because like it's like the second time like I've done something without telling her. But I was like,
That's alright.
I was like, I'm nervous if she had an idol because like I thought she played her advantage last week because she had an idol this
yeah,
week. So I'm
I
like,
thought about that too. So.
but apparently we're all just real simple and we can't find it.
I
So
know,
mean,
right? Greg's nice little rant.
It
No,
looked
I
bad, like,
understand.
not
I just wanted to like know what the plan, like what happened, because like I didn't want to
It was
like
really
think for days like what.
Yeah.
Super pumped to be in Final Four. I didn't even think I would make it this far, so that's like super exciting. The closer you get to the finish, the more you're like, yeah, maybe I can really do this. But also the harder it is, especially after this vote. I was blindsided, like I was the one who was voted out, but me and Allison were the only ones who voted for Steph, and everyone else voted for Allison. So I don't really understand why that information wasn't shared with me. I would have been comfortable with that plan. Like, yeah, I wanted to see Steph go this week, but like, darn it, this is the 3rd time I've written her name down, and she still isn't out. So like, what the heck?
Like,
this is the 3rd time I've written her name down. and
written
she's
her
still
name
not
down
out.
before too.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just thought it was me.
Like, I
So
don't
we're
think-
so super fun.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really understand why they kind of went that way, but all in all, I'm just really excited to be here. The end is like, it's tangible, like it's almost there, it's in sight. We have 3 more events. We have a challenge, a tribal, and finale, which is gonna be one huge day. You know, things are really wrapping up and things are really heating up too. 4 people left. Whoa.
super stoked about being a part of the Final Four. That's kind of a big thing that I didn't really expect to happen in this game, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that. In terms of winning the whole thing, I don't want to sound like I don't believe in myself, but I think it'd be pretty difficult for me to win, especially because at the beginning, I definitely was, and maybe still am, perceived as somebody who plays it a little too easy and like is a little too bit, like, you know, in the background, I did hide behind Kelly. Like, she was a great shield. Like, we had that power group that kept me going for a while, and once the merge happened and our group was identified, they had to target somebody for it. It was Kelly, not me, and then I could go play my own game. Hopefully I've you know, proven to people that I can play this game. I won one of the challenges, and I feel like I've chosen the right people to work with. I don't know, I feel like I've played a decent game post-merge, and hopefully people can see that, but I still think it's going to be really difficult to go against any one of these three. I guess we'll just have to see.
Going into this next challenge, best case scenario, either myself or Stephanie win immunity. As of right now, if I had to vote someone out next week, I would probably vote for Alex.
I think Alex knows that she's on the bottom since me, Jake, and Autumn all voted together against Allison and lied to her.
Worst thing that could happen next week is Axel win, which means it's probably going to happen, right?
In terms of the next challenge, I would love to win, especially because I was like so blindsided at the last one, even though I wasn't the person voted out. So yeah, it'd be great to feel safe. If not, I just really don't want Stephanie to win. If she wins, I guess we just try to go for Autumn, because I don't want to have to go for Jake. He's the only person I promised Final 2 with, and I don't want to go back on that promise, even though he didn't share the Allison plan with me this last week, which I still don't really understand because I would have been in on it. Like, I told people I was fine voting Allison out. So I guess we'll see. I think this challenge will determine a lot of that, and I'm gonna play my hardest in the challenge and see where the rest of this game goes. Yeah, Final 4.
We made it.
We did.
So yeah, again, obviously, you know, like, that wasn't like an easy vote or anything, and I'm sorry that I like kept you in the dark. I just didn't know what to do, and like,
I would have been totally fine with voting for Al, but like, if that makes you guys feel comfortable, like, that was fine, you know, like, as long as it wasn't me.
Right after the Allison vote, Alex came up to me immediately and she was like, hey, can we talk really fast? Like, what happened? She like wasn't mad at all, which is almost worse. I think that's part of the reason I was feeling so guilty last night and couldn't sleep. She just was so nice and like sincere, and she was like, okay, as long as it's still us Final 2, and I was like,
I was worried that people were like gonna think that we were too close, and so like the fact that we didn't vote together this last vote kind of, yeah.
She does trust me, and I seriously do trust her. I really wouldn't mind working with Alex. She's honestly the one person who I would be sad to put their name down.
So have you met with anyone? Because I haven't met with anyone. You're the first one I met with since the vote.
I met with Stephanie and Autumn yesterday just to kind of, well, smooth things over, but also get like their side of it.
So I guess first things first is I need to say sorry about the vote last week. Our biggest concern was that you two were close, so we were afraid like if Allison did have an idol and you told her that we were going to vote her out, she would play it.
And Autumn pretty much said like the same thing, like she was just worried about where Allison was at and how close, like if we were close.
Like if you guys wanted to go Allison, like I would have gone Allison instead of Stephanie, like it really didn't matter to me, but like even Jake asked me a couple times about like how close I was with her and stuff, so like if that makes Jake feel better and you feel better, like that's fine with me. Like I'm so sorry. No, it's all good. And Stephanie, I was like, I'm sorry, I voted for you again. Like I like to say I'm sorry because this keeps happening. And I forgive you though. I know we both wrote each other's names down, and we both like, yeah, it's just kind of like where we're at in this game. We were like honest with it, which is good. And I don't want you to think that just because like me, Jake, and Autumn like all voted Allison, that like it's gonna be like, you know, us three voting for you. Like I don't think that's the case at all. We haven't been on the same side of the vote, so hopefully this time we will be. Yeah. Hopefully we're both sitting Final 3.
But yeah, I think we're in a good spot. We can at least force us high on this vote. So
hopefully it's one of us
that wins.
Winning
Yeah,
tonight.
definitely.
So a few hours away from the challenge. Just met with Jake a little bit ago, and I met with Autumn and Stephanie yesterday. Stop! Sorry, my dog is he's in trouble right now. He just peed all over the place, so he's in timeout and he doesn't like it.
So I met with all three of them. I got the same information from Autumn that I got from Jake, just about how they were worried about how close I was working with Allison. So again, like, if that makes them feel more comfortable, like, it's fine with me. Like, I would have rather have seen Stephanie gone, but maybe we'll get the opportunity this week, but we'll see. So hopefully the challenge goes well tonight. I'd love to win. If not, Jake. If not Jake, then Autumn. I really just want Steph to win.
Our alliance, even though there was some confusions and different things, our alliance made it to the final four.
I know, right?
That's pretty impressive.
That's awesome. Pretty cool.
Okay,
Maybe
well,
we'll make the final two.
you know.
Yeah. Challenges don't really make me nervous, but tribals definitely do. So this time next week will be me freaking out. But right now, I'm just excited to go to this challenge, see what happens, and make a game plan from there.
Met up with Alex, and I feel like we both lied to each other again. Like, that seems to be like a recurring theme between us. Is there someone that you want more over the other?
I feel like if the jury were to vote right now, Autumn would probably win.
I would win. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I feel like she'd kind of be the person to go for this week because, like, they're literally not going to get another chance.
Come on in, guys. Final four, hello. Alex, on my go, you're looking for a grappling hook. You'll use them to catch 3 ping pong balls. On my go. Ready? Go!
Okay.
Alex looking for the grappling hook. Alex has the grappling hook. From behind the cones, use it to retrieve all 3 ping pong balls.
Nope. Okay.
Great toss.
Give it a try.
Got a lot of rope there, work with it. Just trick yourself. Alex with a nice toss.
Oh my god.
Apparently not. Alex knocks another one out. You want to reset? Run around.
Think of what I should do.
Just like that. Space them back out. Five minutes.
Make sure your left foot is back. Can I reach?
Right foot is behind the line. Alex with the first ball.
I'm gonna reset.
That's fine. Alex with a nice toss. And just like that. And that's enough. Alex with 2 balls. Alex gets that 3rd ball just a bit closer. Alex gets the 3rd ball. You're going to take them to the table, bouncing them into these cups. Just bounce them. Alex gets 1. Alex gets the 2nd ball and 1 more. Alex is the 3rd ball. You're going to take these. Sort them by suit. You can only take a card off the top of the deck.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I can just put it down. Whatever.
Alex has found every suit. Alex has the hang of the card sorting. Once you have all of them placed, you'll come to this table, flip over the set of rules. Flip over the rules. Read them. You can use any of the cards in the room to solve this, but the answer only has 4 in it.
Can I do this? I know. I'm gonna see if I can do it this way.
That's correct. Alex, you cannot say that time to anyone out there. Stephanie, Jake, Alex, Autumn, behind you on the board is the time that you guys completed this challenge. Person with the lowest time wins individual immunity and is guaranteed a spot in the final 3. On my go, you guys are going to turn around and see your times. Go. With that, Alex wins individual immunity. Time of 13:15. Alex. Once again, for the 2nd time, Alex wins individual immunity, guaranteed a spot on day 83, finale day. Congratulations, Stephanie, Jake, Autumn. One of the 3 of you will become the 6th member of the jury. You guys have a week to figure out who that is. We're going to see you on next Tuesday. All
All right. Have a great week, guys.
Yeah, I felt so bad, Autumn. All we could hear from your run was clink,
I could
clink from the
not get
bucket
it
to
to
bucket.
work. She definitely earned her spot, which is all the more reason that she should go. I don't want her here.
I feel great. I'm so happy that I won. I feel like this and the next one are probably the most critical challenges to win. So feeling like really good that I won here.
I'm actually kind of happy Alex won. I felt like I was smiling a little bit when it happened, and I couldn't help it.
I was feeling kind of nervous about this next vote, especially because I was so blindsided last time. I'm still going to meet with everybody this week. There's still a decision to be made. I'm kind of leaning towards Stephanie at this point, and I guess we'll just see where to go from here.
I'm here with my newest alliance member,
Oh gosh.
Harley.
He gets a little excited.
I was actually kind of happy with the results. I didn't ever want to put Alex's name down. I was afraid I was going to be in a position where I would have to.
This week, I feel like the decision's really up to you. I felt kind of bad about last week, how that kind of shapes up, and I think like you deserve to have the power this week. Whatever you're more comfortable with, going final three, I'm cool with. All we need to do is try to get Alex.
I can't get a read on Alex because, like, I know if I was in her position, I would kind of want to send Stephanie home just because, I don't know, like, I feel like we're, like, the deserving three, like...
That's kind of what she had brought up when I met with her. She was like, I want to take people to the end that I think deserve to be there.
Yeah.
You, honestly, I think this week is all up to you. You decide whatever you want to do, and I'll follow suit.
I'm really going to try to let Alex lead this meeting. I'm going to see where her head's at, see what she wants.
I'm like really fine with either.
Okay.
And I'm like leaning a little bit more towards Stephanie because like, I don't know, I'm closer with Autumn. I feel like say I get to final two, I'd rather go against somebody who I think really deserves to win. It would be my 4th time writing her name down. It would be satisfying to actually see her go.
Yeah. I put her name down twice. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah. Hopefully Autumn will be alongside us then, unless something crazy happens. Like
As long as we're good, that's not me. So
sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peace out. Final three.
Hello. You're safe. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I know I looked sad, but I was happy
felt
for
so
you. I met with Jake, and obviously we said Stephanie, and then I know that you sent me that text where you said Stephanie. So I felt pretty good. And then I met with Stephanie today. Of course, we had to say Jake because Jake's the only one we can say. But she brought up like some really good points.
What did she say?
Jake obviously has no enemies on the jury. He's never been on the wrong side of the vote, which is like all stuff I've known before. I don't know if Alex is going to be completely on board. And if she's not, it's going to be a 2-2 tie.
I mean, like, I definitely see where she's coming from, but like, there's an argument for everybody at this point. Like, we've all made it so far that, like,
Yeah.
unless you really wanted to go to Jake for some reason, like, you don't really want to be like the deciding factor. But like, I definitely want to go Steph. So
Yeah.
yes, we can. We're getting Steph out this week. Finally.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, and it's gonna be you, me, and Jake final three, which is gonna be a great final three. You talked to her? Yeah, I talked to her like a couple hours ago.
Hello. So Alex and I are meeting the day before the tribal council, which is tomorrow. I thought about like, you know, Jake versus Autumn. It was like I feel like I would not feel safe at all sitting next to Autumn. She can win over the entire jury. She has the personality. She's made moves. I don't know. There's more of a reason to write Autumn's name down than mine.
Yeah, she was like willing to do either you or Jake, but like she's like set on you. So, okay.
Toast to Final Four. Woo!
Hello, Final Four. So, 3 days left. Alex, you're the only one who's guaranteed tonight to make it to day 83. So talk me through winning that challenge and knowing that you have a spot there on finale day.
Immediately I was relaxed because I feel like this is kind of the last week where we can really like strategize and scramble a lot, and like where there's really like next tribal council, like only one person gets a say. So I felt pretty good about that, and just like knowing that I was gonna make it to the final day, that was just like some pretty nice information to get. So it was pretty good tonight.
This is the 4th time I have written your name down. If you don't get out tonight, literally, like, it's magic or something. Because, yeah, pretty satisfying, slightly personal. There's my vote.
13th person voted on Survivor Time and Change, and the 6th member of our jury, Stephanie. Stephanie, that's 3, that's enough. You have to grab your torch. Copy spoken. Autumn, Alex, Jake, you three have officially made every single day in this game. The work you put in the past 83 days, once Friday comes along, has put you here. Congratulations. Use these next 3 days to really hone in on that and enjoy the last part of your STC experience. With that, you guys can head on out.
Falling over. Final 3.
Happy with everyone here. Yeah, I think this is a great final 3. Yeah. Day 3 in final 3 days. That was a good tribal council. Not that you can really have a favorite tribal council because they all pretty much sucked. But if I had to pick, this would be my favorite tribal council of the season. It was like really satisfying to vote Stephanie out because this is the first time I've written her name down, so it finally happened. I was trying to I definitely feel really accomplished about tonight. I honestly don't think my chances are great of actually winning the game, but I feel like out of the final 3, no matter who the winner is, I think they would be like a good person to represent this season, and I'll be happy with the results no matter what. I think this is a great final 3. So yeah, I'm happy.
Day 82.
Day 82, the finale, which I can't pronounce correctly, but the finale is tomorrow.
Another meeting where I was like, I'm gonna take you to the end. If I win, she said the same to me.
If should I win the challenge, I'm thinking of taking you, like, I'm gonna take you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Same with you. Like, we've had this pact, and like, who am I to break that?
It's a great final 3 though. Like,
I'm
if
very
any of us won, I would leave happy. I don't think, even if I did get sent to the jury, I would not be a better jury member.
that's kind of how I feel too.
I don't know. I'm excited, but really scared. And like, honestly, I don't know who I want to take to final 2. I'm so
torn.
confused.
It'll be good though. Like, whatever happens, I'm gonna be happy with the results.
Yeah.
Like,
We are like a little family now, so
oh, it's so nice.
I love it.
Except Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie got a little angsty, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
I cannot believe we're already at this point, even though part of me is like, wow, finally we're here. I'm very, very excited for tomorrow. Also very nervous. Like, I still don't know what I would want to say in like my final 2 speech. I really got to think about that more. Also nervous that I won't go to final 2, even though I know that like Jake and I are solid. I'm fairly confident that he will take me to final 2 if he wins, and I know that I'm going to take him to final 2 if I win. Still not so sure about Autumn. Autumn and I both told each other that we don't know for sure who we're going to take to us to final 2 if we won. Of course, I'd feel bad about not taking Autumn if I were to win, but I just haven't worked with her as long as I have with Jake. I never promised her final 2. Yeah, that's kind of my rationale for that.
I think the final 3 are really the people that deserve to be in the final 3, so I'm really happy with it.
Same. It worked out really well.
Even though I think Jake is friendly, fun guy that I think could probably beat me and that not a lot of people have like beef with, I did make him a promise. Like, I told him I would go final 2 with him. Even though maybe he would be marginally a bigger threat than Autumn would be in final 2, I'm not gonna break this promise to him. I want to play the game with integrity, especially on the last day. So that's kind of why I'm choosing Jake.
Excited to do the challenge.
Same.
I think we got a 2 or 3 shot of us going to the end at least.
Yeah. Stressful but rewarding journey. Excited to wrap it all up tomorrow.
Yes, it's gonna be fun, and we need to figure out what we're wearing.
Yeah, because like literally
I'm
what?
stressed out.
Same.
Like, how dressed up do we get? I don't know.
Exactly.
I see Jake and Autumn as both very threatening, of course, like, but in different ways. I think both of them deserve to win. So even if I'm not taking a final 2, I'm gonna be happy. Like, there's something to be said for being the final jury member and being in final 3, so I'm proud of what I've done. Definitely anxious for tomorrow, but mostly just really excited to see this whole thing wrap up. I've been looking forward to this day for so long. Hard to believe it's actually here. I'm just super excited to be here and to be able to participate in the last day fully as a contestant still. Not exactly relate to nursing or my major or anything like that, but I wouldn't trade this experience for anything else in the semester. I'm really glad that I got to do it. I was an alternate, so I didn't even think for a while that I was going to be doing Survivor, and then I got the email and I was like, cool. I didn't think it would make this lasting of an impact on me or that I would want to stick with it. It's been my entire semester. Like, I don't know what this semester is like without Survivor, and it has been the best semester of my college career. Survivor has definitely made me balance my life out more. That's actually something I talked about in my interview at Survivor, was that balance is like really, really important to me to have in my life. Yeah, so being able to kind of live out my values and strengthen them through this organization has been a really, really cool opportunity for me. It's just been definitely a really enriching experience. So better get out of here and head on over to the challenge, but super just pumped and stoked to see what's gonna happen tonight. And yeah, I guess we'll see what all goes down.
Hello. Jake, Alex, Tom. Hello. It's day 83. The final day of Survivor Time and Change.
Spencer, you were the only person that came to my apartment and met with me. So you're the only person who saw my home. I thought we were gonna be alliances, and then I realized that you were trying to be in an alliance with everybody, and then we were all kind of like,
Simon.
Besides Kelly, like he was part of the first like group alliance that we had planned on, which was gonna be me, Kelly, Nick, and Simon, and then everything happened. So I never knew Mitch, but he looks nice. I'm sure he was nice. Sorry.
Nicholas.
I initially started potentially working with him because like we met Simon, Nick, me, and Kelly, and it's kind of like three really threatening players and then like me, but I thought he was really nice until I heard about everything that went down with Kelly and like all the lies and the idol and everything, and I'm glad it happened, but all in all, cool guy outside of the game. I liked him.
Kelly.
My initial closest alliance, like my first like real alliance. She taught me a lot about the game, how to play it, how not to play it. Because I was like pretty inexperienced. I was really glad to be able to work with her for the time that I did. So.
Brooke.
Brooke's a gem. She's really nice. I really like her. I was really sad when I had to. I mean, after the Kelly vote, I knew I had to. I couldn't just like keep trying for Steph or like go my own way. Like I knew it was probably gonna be me or her. So still sad I had to vote her out. But yeah, she's great. I like her.
I think I forgot about Gregory.
Greg.
Oh, Greg. Oh, Greg.
Greg, you were my most painful vote. Even though we weren't even that close, like I lied to you for an hour straight right before I wrote your name down.
And
so
he was fidgeting and biting his nails. His nails were completely chewed off.
So
it was so
sad. He cares the most. He's the contestant who cared the most about winning this game.
Yeah.
All right. Rhino. I'm making up all these nicknames that I've never called him.
Right? He was very honest and loyal. Like, so gotta give it to him.
I never really felt super lied to by him.
No, he was very straight up
upfront with plans and like what he wanted to do. So.
Oh, Allison. You're Ohio State. Oh, it is Ohio State.
She's a really fun person. I feel like we had pretty similar play, and especially towards the beginning, we had pretty similar play. We both felt a little bit underestimated at one point, but yeah, I thought she was really nice. I was sad to see her go. I was blindsided as well on that vote, but she brought a entire interview. I know.
Stephanie. That was a little bit of a tougher one.
I was conflicted on this vote because part of me felt really bad, but part of me was like, this is the 4th time I've written your name down. If you don't go home, what the hell? Like, what is happening? Conflicting feelings on that vote, but it had to happen. Yeah.
Good luck. Final 3, dream final 3.
Yeah. This functional is up there.
Final 3. Have the band playing in the background. Perfect way to end the fall season. Alex, Jake, Autumn, for the final time, community is back up for grabs. Survivors ready. Go!
me. I missed.
Autumn has to go back through. Alex, a lot of dominoes on her first one.
You're allowed to like line buttons.
Jake drops. Alex brought back 10 dominoes in one pass. Alex gonna see what she can do with those 10. Yeah, you're fine. Jake drops. Alex over the second one.
I know.
Alex has 8 dominoes. Brought back 10 on the first pass. Already with 18 to work with. Very nicely. Is it enough?
Oh my gosh, Greg,
The
it's
wind
not.
knocks it over.
Oh my gosh.
Alex struggling to put them all up. Less than Alex has, less than Autumn.
I'm aware, Gregory.
Alex has a good stack going. Alex wins! Final immunity!
It wasn't even me.
I don't think she had enough.
It works.
It worked.
Wow. There we go. 2 rounds. Alex, once again, for the 3rd time, wins individual immunity. Alex, you will not be going home. Guaranteed a spot in the final 2. And you will have an opportunity to plead your case to the jury tonight. One of the 2 of them will join you. Take a few minutes, think about it. You got a big decision to make. Looking forward to seeing you at Tribal. All right? Give you guys a few minutes to kind of like settle in. We'll go straight into Tribal Council. All right.
Super excited I just won, even though like part of me really didn't want this to happen. But regardless, at least I have another challenge under my belt. I can say I've won the most individual challenges out of any contestant. I thought the challenge was super fun. I was surprised when I was able to fit as many dominoes as I did. I'm also surprised that they didn't try to fit more dominoes on their sticks, but I mean, so everyone's got their own method, I guess.
Choosing one over the other isn't gonna really affect Alex's chance of winning, but I've had a much stronger relationship with her, so I'm hoping that I have fostered that connection between Alex Fester, foster that Fester.
I can't imagine how Jake and Autumn are feeling right now. I'm sure they're both very nervous. I think both of them like definitely deserve to win, and I honestly think either one of them could beat me. Honestly, the most important part of this decision to me is how do I want to be seen, and how do I personally want to feel at the end of this game? How did I play? Who knows if I'll win or not, but like at least I have a shot. So yeah.
Jake, Alex, Autumn, welcome to the last official Tribal Council in which someone will be voted out of this game. Alex, you've secured your spot in the final 2, and in the vote tonight, you will be making a decision not only of who you send home, but who you take with you to sit alongside you later tonight at Final Tribal Council. I know that's a big decision, and to watch that decision be made are the members of your jury. Jury, come on in. Kelly, Brooke, Greg, Ryan, Allison, and Stephanie voted out at Tuesday's Tribal Council. And it will not be Alex. Alex won final immunity, has secured her spot to plead her case to U6 and one more. With that, this Tribal Council is very different. Autumn, you can only vote for Jake. Jake, you can only vote for Autumn. Your votes cancel each other out. So what tonight is about what she wants. And I want to open the floor to Alex to talk about having made it to Final 2. How does it feel to know that you have a spot in one of those 2 chairs?
It definitely feels big. Like, I honestly did not think I would make it this far in this game, and I'm super proud that I was able to. As soon as I won, I was super excited, but it was kind of also like, oh my gosh, like, I have to go make this choice now. Yeah, it feels good, but like, it's also very tense. Like, yeah.
Or Alex.
You were there for that vote. You know that I did not have any sway in that vote. I was just following whatever Spencer wanted me to do.
But you got
Kelly,
Spencer on your side.
But that day they were going to vote me out until Spencer went crazy.
Alex, you've been very silent.
I would have been letting them, work it all out.
So then,
I'm open to listening to both sides.
well, let's continue this conversation with something that I want you to address. Beyond the relationships that you have with the people in this game, what are you weighing in with this vote?
I'm definitely weighing in what I think might be the jury's perceptions of each of them. They have played a really similar game, so I'm looking at kind of what were the differences in their strategies. I don't know. Those are like the main things that I'm thinking about.
Are you ready to make this decision?
Ready as we'll ever be.
So with that, you're going to make it right now. Want to vote?
Sucks so much. Had a lot to listen to back there and was definitely like rethinking things, and Autumn made some really good points, so like maybe Jake does have a better chance of beating me.
I will go get the vote. Jake, Autumn, I'll read the vote. The 14th person voted out of Survivor Time and Change, the 7th and final member of our jury is Autumn. Autumn, I'm sorry. You have to grab your torch. Autumn. Tribes. Jake, Alex, you two have made it as far as you can make it in this game. It's day 83, you two are the final two that will represent the season at Final Tribal Council tonight. Bring your A game. It's going to be a fun night. Alright? You guys can grab your stuff. Head on out. Congratulations.
Would have won if I went, so
I'm sorry. I love you. Forgive me.
Last confessional ever. Breathing a sigh of relief at that one. Filming yourself is weird.
Oh, thank you so much. I just want to keep saying thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm so excited to be a part of Final 2. It was so painful to have to write Autumn's name down, but regardless, I think I made the right decision. I hope. I'm glad I made the decision I did because I didn't want to stab Jake in the back.
I mean, we wanted to break the promise we had. Like, honestly, I don't know if you or Autumn, I think both of you have a really good chance of beating me in Final 2, so like,
Autumn made a great case in Tribal Council, but it's done, and now I just have to focus on the latter part of tonight, which is presenting my case in the last Tribal Council.
I promised to Final 2, so I was about to like break that in the last part of the game.
I appreciate it because I'm sure she made a good case, and I know she had a good case.
I
But
felt so bad. I feel so awful. Like,
I'm again very thankful. Good luck to this
good luck
journey
to
together.
you
It's
as
been
well.
great.
Yes.
We're here.
We're here. The final day is happening right now.
I don't think it's a guaranteed win for me at all. I'm really gonna have to work to get my votes. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of I gotta make sure I'm generalizing my game enough to where it fits in every single thing all those people want.
In terms of my argument tonight, part of me is just gonna kind of go with it, but I do have like some ideas that I can say and kind of elaborate on. I won the most individual immunity challenges out of anybody. I knew how like people perceived me. I knew when to hold back my play and when to amp it up. At the beginning, of course, it was slower. Then I was good at staying kind of in the middle of the road, and at the end, I finally, gave it my all in terms of showing up as a powerful player. It's weird knowing that this is the last thing ever. Like, this is day 83. It's happening. I feel so proud of how far I've come in the game, and I'm super happy to be sitting Final 2 with somebody who I think deserves to win. So regardless of the results, like, I'm just proud of how far I've come.
It is Friday, November 17th, here at The Ohio State University, and we are here at the Survivor Time and Change Season 2 finale. Survivor Time and Change, Our Honor Defend, comes to an end tonight.
Jake and Alex have made the final two, and they'll both have their chance to plead their case to the jury as to why they deserve to win this game. After 83 days, we will once again crown the winner of Survivor Time and Change tonight. Find out who it is right here, right now. Go Bucks. Hello.
Hi.
How are we doing, guys?
Nervous. Pretty good. Nervous and good. Yeah, both.
Congratulations to both of you on making the final two. It's truly an honor to see you guys be both great representatives of this season. And tonight, I'm very, very honored to also bring in some of the people who brought you guys to this point. And I'll bring in the members of your pre-merge. Khaki, Raphael, Regan, Spencer, Simon, Mitch, and Nick. Good to see you guys. Welcome. With that, I also want to take a moment to bring in the 7 members of your jury, the 7 people who will be making tonight's decision. Jury, come on in. Kelly, Brooke, Greg, Ryan, Allison, Stephanie, and Autumn. Voted out at tonight's tribal council. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, how are we doing?
Good.
Great. Alex, Jake, we will start. We will each be given the opportunity to give an opening statement. And then we will turn it over to the 7 members of your jury. And then finally, we'll move into an opportunity for both of you to give a closing statement. So with that, ladies first. Alex, if you'd like to begin.
Okay. Darn it. Okay. First of all, I'm sorry if I look at you weird because I chose not to wear my glasses tonight to look prettier, and so. But anyway. I am so honored to be able to stand here tonight. I'm really thankful to all of you guys. I think I deserve to win tonight, to be here tonight, because I had a good balance in my game between the challenges, maintaining my strategy, changing my strategy when I needed to, being self-aware, knowing how I was perceived, and changing that too when I needed to. I wanted to kind of hang back a little bit, pre-merge, and if I made a post-merge, then really start making some good moves. I might have played that a little too hard because I definitely think I was perceived as somebody who was just kind of like underneath, or like could be voted out easily or wasn't relevant. But there was a method to the madness, even if I did play it a little too hard, and I think I played a decent social game. I was able to be a good liar, kind of hide what I needed to and show what I needed to, reveal the information when it was appropriate. I think that's why I was able to be here.
I'm going to call out the first member of your jury. Kelly, please come up.
Actually, before that, something's got to be addressed. So, I guess just a question for the jury. I don't know if you thought it was suspicious at all that I never wore my tryout letters.
Or that we didn't let you follow us on Instagram.
How we both casually lived on 15. Can you put it together now? So just keep that in mind. So you made a comment saying you created that alliance between us 4.
Alex, you also became a very dynamic player. You went from the most irrelevant to Kelly's Pawn, wherever that name title came from. The world may never know. What did you actually change? You said you had to flip a switch, but if I had not gone home when I did, when were you going to start stepping up and making those big moves?
I think post-merge was really when I wanted to start, but the fact that you got voted out definitely quickened that up real fast. So it was right around the point when I was going to try to do that anyway, but the biggest part of my change was really reaching out stronger and not only starting new connections, but building on old ones and really, just making myself comfortable with new people.
Thank you both.
Mr. Lawrenson, you're up.
How's it going, guys? Tonight is the night when hater blockers come off, and the decision makers come on. So, with that, I'll get to it. First off, Alex, you're the reason I'm home at 7, because you played that great. You had me 100% convinced that you were voting with me, and I thought if you were 100%, Jake was probably with you. You're the reason I didn't play the advantage, so air high five. Very well done. No, it's all good. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of freedom. What was your biggest strategic success? What was your biggest strategic failure? Alex, same question.
I would say my biggest strategic failure was not amping up my game sooner, because it was kind of hard to get out of the Kelly's Pawn position, I guess, even after she was voted out. And then my biggest strategic success, I would say, after Kelly was voted out, I knew it was probably going to be Brooke or me, and I was I should probably just throw Brooke's name out there, and I know that it would be like not many people were going to oppose that, and it's going to keep the target off my back in a position where I really didn't feel like I could have much of a say. That kind of allowed me, that kept me afloat for the next week or two.
Congrats, guys. Good luck. And thank you. Thanks, Greg.
So congratulations to both of you. This is so exciting to be here. Alex, congrats. My original alliance made it here, so that's super exciting, super proud of you. My one question is, I have two questions actually. So my first one, you answered a little bit with Greg's question, but like, why did you immediately go to Greg after the Kelly vote and say that you were okay with voting me out? Because I never did that to you.
Yeah, and I still feel really dark about this is another painful vote. But I felt like it was probably going to be me or you, and I felt like I was in no position to make a big splash or big move or, you know, throw out a bigger name. And I thought that's what people would be saying to me if they were to include me in a vote, which is kind of like what happened. So I figured why not just kind of start out the conversation that way. It was hard. The whole week I was very conflicted, so it was a difficult week.
And then my second question is, why did you choose to bring Jake instead of Autumn?
I did tell Jake I would go final 2 with him, and I never actually promised that to Autumn. Especially at the end of this game, I wanted to play with some integrity. I couldn't break that. Both of them deserved to win, but I think they were both maybe marginally different levels of threatening, but just about equally threatening. And with that, I just kind of decided to go with what I had promised you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to both of you.
Alex, we did play similar games, and that's something that really brought us close together. We both didn't have that much knowledge of Survivor, but after hearing about how close your sort of alliance was with Jake, Autumn, and Stephanie, why did you not vote me out in the vote that got me out?
I wasn't included in that information, so I wanted to keep you because I felt like we had a good connection, we could work together. If they would have told me about that, I probably would have been swayed to vote you, even if I wouldn't have wanted to. But yeah, I wasn't really included in the vote.
Thank you.
You, Alex, I know that getting your game progressively forward and you becoming the player who you were at the end of the game kind of started with Kelly and Brooke going home. So my question is, if they didn't go home immediately, how long were you willing to stay under their wings before you change your game up?
Post-merge, I definitely wanted more of a balance. Regardless of whether Kelly would have been voted out or not that week, that was, like, I would have started reaching out and making more connections. Probably less so than what I would have if she hadn't been voted out. But in a way, like, Kelly getting voted out probably did benefit me a little bit because it forced me to make even stronger connections than what I would have if she was still in.
Stephanie.
Okay. Alex, no questions for you. People don't really know, but Alex and I were never close. I think in almost every conversation we were lying to each other. So the way I see it is you don't know nothing about your strategy because you didn't really have one. Yes, you went through challenges. You started at the bottom and now you're here. But honestly, I see you as a person who was wrapped around Jake's finger. That's all I have to say.
Hey guys, long time no see. So just want to start off by saying congratulations. Definitely no hard feelings. Alex, hearing Jake say that he promised final 2s to all of the final 4, does that make you regret not taking me at all? Because obviously, like, he's just throwing them all out there. Do you still think that you made the right decision taking him?
I don't know. I did want to, like, uphold the integrity of my game and fulfill my promise to him, but, like, at the same time, I'm like, oh, he did promise to, like, several other people, so it's kind of like, that diminishes it a little bit, but, you know, it's what's done is done.
Alex.
Yeah, I thought your guys' questions were great. I was really nervous, and rightfully so. Those were pretty difficult, but they were all really good questions. I feel like I did have a good balance with my game. There definitely was a strategy, definitely had to mix it up at some times. I think it was good. I like hanging back, pushing forward when I needed to. I think I had a really kind of unexpected game. Like, I don't think anyone expected me, even myself, to be standing up here at the end tonight. So I feel like I have good connections with most of you guys, and like, not like even like beyond the game. Like, I really, really enjoy playing this game with all of you. You guys all probably have different criteria. I respect that. I respected your questions and each and every one of the players in this game and the entire organization. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex. Jury. Like I've said multiple times now, the power transitions from these two over here to you guys. Tonight you are voting for a winner. So with that, Alex, Jake, we're gonna get right into the vote. All right, let's get that started.
So we're here at Final Tribal. This is the last time I get to cast a vote. I'm gonna stick with my girl, Alex. And not because I think that you're my good friend. I would never pick someone in this game because they're my friend. I'm a really serious competitor. I'm over-competitive to a fault. I'm voting for you because of you and Jake. I think you played a better game. You kicked some ass in challenges. You survived, you thrived, and I'm so proud of you. Best of luck and congratulations.
This one's on purpose, and I really mean it, and I'm thrilled to write it down. You own what you did, and you recognized how you played the game, and I am so proud of you. And I'm so glad to say that, like, we were an alliance, and my alliance member made it here to the end, so I hope you win.
There's definitely merits to both, and there's definitely drawbacks to both. So this is tough. And you're seeing the overthinking again that I brought to this season 24/7 while I was still in. All right. Very well done.
With a title like Our Honor Defend, there's no way that you had the honor to win this season.
One final time, here we go. Wow, I feel like I have a lot to say. Alex, we got really close, I think, or pretty close after the merge, especially once my closest alliance, Greg, was voted out. I feel like it was nice to have you because I really needed some sort of stability after that and somebody to rely on. So both people, definitely, you guys both have played good games and you both deserve to win. I hope you win it and, you know, represent our season well.
Wait, I'm voting for who I want to win. Okay. Tonight was a little crazy. I think you played a 10 times better game than Alex ever did, so props to you. She was literally in your pocket the whole game, so I think you aligned yourself with really good people, and you know, you deserve this, so good job.
I'm still not 100% set. I thought I was gonna vote for Jake, and then he made me really, really mad. The fact that part of the reason Alex picked him over me is because he told everyone Final Two and she believed him. It just makes me so mad, but in the end, that's what a good player does, is they lie and they deceive. And as much as I hate him right now, I have to respect that. You just can't make up that much loss of gameplay, no matter how hard you play in the second half. So, Alex, if you had played that hard the entire time, my vote would be going to you.
Alex, Jake, in the start of 7 votes, it takes 4 to win the game. I will read the votes. The first vote is Jake. Jake, 2 votes, Jake. Alex. 1 vote, Alex. Alex, that's 2 votes. We have a tie. Alex. It takes 4 votes to win. The winner of Survivor Time.
It's been 83 days since we've been waiting to crown a second ever winner of Survivor Time and Change, and from a period of irrelevancy to a period of becoming very relevant and the most relevant in the game, Alex Fester wins in a 5-3 vote over Jake Miller. Congratulations to her, congratulations to Jake, congratulations to all of our 16 contestants on a very fun season. We cannot wait to show you what's in store for seasons to come. Thank you very much. Go Bucks!
Survivor. Bring my socks out.
Alex. Is the least relevant player. All of you got.
My irrelevance is showing.
That's the best way to practice right off. We're gonna start talking about Final Four.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alex looks like she's showing off with one hand. Either that or she's trying to rest it.
It's the rest.
I'm the first person to ever write your name down, so that's kind of an honor.
It's Greg. Greg, I'm sorry.
I am after.
I want to work with her, and I'm really sorry.
Alex shows Brooke, that's correct. Incorrect.
Please let this be it.
Carmen, Ohio State Brutus Buckeye is correct.
Check.
Jennings Hall is correct. With that, Alex wins.
Opportunity. I'm really happy Jake won.
Allison. Alex, that's a second.
The second time, Alex wins.
I'm so happy that I won.
If you don't get out tonight, literally, like, it's magic. Lasting of an impact on me.
So you're the only person that came to my apartment.
Alex wins!
Alex. Alex. The winner is Survivor Management.
I think you catch more flies with honey rather than vinegar, so I'm gonna try to make good connections with people. Why will I be Ohio State's sole survivor? Because I can be emotionally intelligent when I really try, and hopefully that will let me kind of know how to deal with people in their own different ways, and yeah, that is why.